milk.
Oatmeal does.
Hello, everybody. We got a Sifu in here. I'm not used to you being available, especially on a Tuesday, or I would have sent you a link ahead of time. I usually do.
Hell yeah. Happy you could be here.
Well,
I don't care
on
what.
Saturdays I'm running around too, so it's like I could never hit you on Saturdays. It's just
Nope.
.
And I don't care what Bob says. Your mic volume's fine. I can hear you too, and I'm okay with it. Sorry, Bob.
What do you mean?
Scooby snacks.
Grab a spoon and eat something. All right.
Separation of flavors is really the trick today. We've been doing a little bit of these challenge things. I have to say it's a lot more work than you'd think.
Yeah.
It is not an easy thing to do to separate these things.
No, and my style is usually I like all of it at once. I know Overdrip likes to vape something and then taste something, and then vape something, same thing, and then taste something different on a different toot. I kind of like all of my stuff like I want it right now, like all of it.
How can I type with you doing that to me?
Well, the one I made tonight, I made a version 1 and a version 2. Because version 1, I got great separation layers, but the whole mix tasted so flat, there's no way I was going to finish the tester. So
Well, we were talking about that.
Yeah.
It's like you stay low so you can get separation, but whenever it's not enough, you turn it up, and then it just
becomes one or two things. Yeah,
it just compresses it all down, and your taste buds can't.
We're gonna see what we got tonight because we've had some. I don't know if you've been watching the tags of the AFL, but we've had some really good recipes this year.
Oh my god!
Really good entries. Like, yeah, Rocky. I think he's been leading the pack, but everybody's been doing really well this year.
Rocky's been putting out some bangers. I enjoy seeing his my email notifications for his mixers.
Yep.
For his mixes. The same with you, Adam and Dave. You guys and Bob too. You guys are putting out some bangers.
Yep.
Dusty. Congrats on the win last night, man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That was sweet. That was sweet.
And if you didn't know, you won last night. I know it. So you got.
He knows. He showed up, and I told him because he showed up after the giveaway, and then he had to go quick. And I told him right when he was on the way out. I made sure I messaged him.
At least we know now he's in the fucking giveaway because he said he wasn't. Like a week or two ago, he said
Dick
that.
Fatkins said he couldn't get in.
What was it, Dick Fatkins? Yeah, I think. Yeah, it was somebody with a cool name. I couldn't remember who.
That's funny.
And Clown, you're more than welcome to hop in here.
He said he's about to pass out. So let's see if we can get Mr. Sexy himself to come.
Yeah,
I'm already here.
I'm talking about me.
I'm used to you guys. You guys always tell me Tuesday night's impossible. Tuesday night's impossible. So I didn't one time. I don't send you guys an invite on a Tuesday, trying to be nice and not flood you guys with a bunch of messages.
And Overdrip is indisposed also. Yeah. So and Steve is probably in the wind. He's in the sticks too. Like he was still at work whenever Clown said he was leaving. So just the mixing it up crew is running in different directions at this point.
Maybe schedule a show for a different day or time.
Yeah, we're gonna. Well, I've been gone, and then Overdrift's been gone, so we haven't actually had a meeting of crew as of recently.
We've actually had a lot of interruptions with YouTube shows, and unfortunately, when I took my time off, I didn't realize everybody was taking that week off. It was like that week was terrible. Nobody was on. Thank you, Adam.
Nothing going on. Well, the last
I don't know what the hell you're talking about. I did 2 shows and I never host shows.
I was going to say thank you, Adam, because it actually makes a difference in a week like that when nobody's on.
It did. It really made a big difference. Thank you, Adam.
Hey, it was fun.
Ironically, that's how I started doing this, is doing that same thing, filling in for when people miss it.
Like Bogan, Grimm, they were gone, so there was none of their content. It was, and then it was odd. It was a weird
Bogan,
week.
Grimm, Wendy's been dealing with her work schedule being insane.
Yeah, I haven't seen Wendy in a while either.
You had you've been gone, and then Addie was there for the one show, but then Clown's been busy too apparently. So it's
it was my birthday that day too. I think that was the 9th.
Yeah,
that was like my birthday, and Addie was going to show up, and it was going to be fun, but.
Yeah, he was looking forward to that, and then you weren't there. It's like, oh,
sorry, Addie. Love you, brother. Love you, bye.
I did get to go visit with Addie and Duchess, and that was a blast. So good. It's great to see Vape Fam in person, because you guys are like brothers to me. You really are.
Yeah, like we had Mardi Gras here for Army, you know, like, and Megs came from Canada, and Rhett's Beard and Delia came, and then Dickie Moe came from Florida, and some other ones from Mississippi, and it's like, you know, I was rushing to leave here, and I'm backing up, and I put my car in reverse, and I look back, and there's a Dickie Moe walking up my driveway. I'm like, motherfucker. It was the weirdest, most fun thing ever, but it's like, I've never met this person in my life, but I just know him. And I get out my car, hug him, we get in my car, and we go meet everybody, and we had a great time. So
That sounds great.
I'll grab that one too, Rocky, and talk about it.
So fun.
But it's amazing to see what we have. Who we got here tonight anyway in chat? Obviously we have Dave Lloyd, as always. Dave, thank you for being nice and bright and early. Hanging out for a while before everybody else showed up, even Bob. So Dusty Country Road, good to see
I literally
Crunchy.
just got back from the store, man.
Country Road.
Ran
I
upstairs.
thought he said Dusty Crunchy Road.
Done.
That's
Sounds like a
that's
delicious cereal.
the way that I read it. That's the way that I read it in my head. You know?
Crunchy Road.
Lady Liberty.
It takes me a focus to not say Dusty Crunchy Road.
And there's Sifu.
Yeah.
Who else we got? We got Rocky Tooney. Like we said, Rocky been killing it this year. Kim C.
Yeah.
Good evening.
And Mallory. Hey, Mallory.
Kimmy.
Yeah, we got Mallory. I haven't got that far yet.
Steve-O?
KVTV. Is Steve here?
Wow.
Yep. I haven't got that far yet either. Bob. I think I already said you though. Rajan Sagu. Rajan.
It's okay.
That's
You
all I
can say me
consider.
twice.
It's all right. He skipped
Deserve
me.
it.
Did I? Did I? Oh yeah,
801.
Adam, you were there. You
It's
got
okay. You got 2 Bobs.
It was that poop emoji. I just thought it was. I thought that was Bob. I saw poop.
Thanks, man.
Love
Appreciate
you, buddy.
that.
Love you.
Because he's the
Appreciate
shit.
that.
You're the shit.
Damn
man.
right.
That's right.
That's why Addy Tooney's
Damn
number
right
2,
on.
because he's the shit.
Golden Wrench. Mallory Gates. Now there is. You get Mallory. Yeah. No, it's amazing to see what this community has done, though. Even though we've had our ups and downs, people come and go and change. Shows change. A lot of schedules have changed over the past few years for several reasons. The virus being one of them, affecting jobs, big time, and then just job changes in general.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even want. I'd be almost afraid to ask for a show of hands who's changed jobs in the last 3 years. I have a feeling it's a lot.
I quit mine of 3 years this past November. So yeah.
Yeah.
I've changed twice, and that's unusual for me. I usually am out of job for a while. You know.
Currently looking.
Yeah. I'm pretty happy. I'm finally back to my roots. I'm working for an engineering firm now, so it's.
Oh yeah.
I started doing some drafting
stuff.
and design again myself now, and it's really weird to do.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to learn. I haven't done any type of coding or any type of non-Windows and Android. Now I got a Raspberry coming, and Orange Pi actually coming to work with the 3D printers to do more content on the other channel.
Yeah, those run on Linux, so
It is Linux. Okay.
yeah, pretty much. They're all based around the Linux kernel, but then they add use case software depending on what you need it for. So if you're downloading it for 3D or for printing automation, there's going to be probably Linux fucking print or whatever, like some distribution of Linux that is specifically built with a lot of the tools that you already need. Basically, there's a Linux distribution for every use case out there, pretty much. There's like one that you just put on a Raspberry Pi that just does emulation. So like it provides you with like a GUI for like consoles. So like you go to, you use your controller to mouse over to select Super Nintendo. You click A on your controller, opens up all your Super Nintendo games. It's got all your previews and shit.
Yep.
Like that's just one very specific case.
See, I went with specifically the one that can do 4K video. So they can do 4K time-lapse video for my printers.
You only need a 4K camera for that.
That's coming next. Yes, yeah, it's coming. So yeah, it's going to be interesting how that works out. But that's a totally different thing. But I'm dipping my irons in a lot of fires too, and it's just a lot going on. It's weird, but it's cool to see. It's like, I don't know.
It's fun, right?
It is.
It's like they sent me on a project. Like what I was going there to do is like, you're the only one here that can do isometric drawings in the field. And I'm like,
Nice.
oh, okay. So that's why I got to go. So, and it's like I get there and I'm standing at this battery of tanks and I'm going, I vaguely remember how to do this. It was 10 years ago since I last did
Me
ISO.
getting back into CAD, same thing.
Right,
It's
it's
like,
like,
oh
you know,
my
it's
god,
like,
I haven't
I'm
used.
looking-
I haven't done this in a decade. So,
I'm looking at the grid paper and I'm going, and then I was like, oh yes, I need to
Yep. Shift. Tilt shift.
like this. North,
Rock-
south, east, west. It's an X. It's an X.
X and Y. Yep.
Well, yeah, then I was
XYZ.
off. Then I was off and running.
Yeah, isometric. That's fucking cool shit.
Now Rocky needs a new little icon. You got to get the one for the. You gotta get the one from Lethal Weapon. I'm getting too old for this shit. Rocky needs that now.
That was literally a question on Jeopardy earlier.
Was it really?
Yeah. What movie franchise is Danny Glover famous for? I'm too old for this blank. What is Lethal Weapon? It was Tournament of Champions Jeopardy. I was watching it earlier before the show started.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, hey, and this was in the double Jeopardy round too. Like, that's kind of easy. It was also like the $400 question, so in its category.
And because of the fact that we had so many changes and stuff, that's one of the reasons why I did make sure that we got the AFL for wherever we can. So Bull City has AFL. You can use your for your code. You can use AFL at
6% at
ESO.
at
6%.
Bull City, nice.
Yeah.
You mean AFEL, like Dan said, or AFLL? Or AARP?
It's not my,
We
not
got
my
like
fault.
20 of them in there. In the
It
chat
should be
room.
it should be TIAL. Tim is a liar.
Yeah, fuck yeah. 23.
24% off
You needed a 6
VSO
because it's
too.
got to say
Till
23.
midnight. No, we got Swaggy's got some really nice flavors. That's one of the ones I'm trying tonight. I'm trying to see whether or not the yogurt can kind of stay separated with a with SSA whipped
Sure,
cream.
I don't have.
I
That
use
one yet.
that.
Otherwise, I would use.
I'm doing that too myself.
Butter
Using
Extreme.
that, but I'm using it with another
Yeah.
yogurt.
Like
Butter
you'll
Extreme.
see, I used a VSO to try and get me better flavor from my bland but a little bit better layered V1. But I use this butter cookie, and because the butter cookie is much better, it needed something to go with it.
Yeah.
No.
But no,
I'm
it's a lot
picking
of
up what
fun.
you're putting down, bro. I'm picking it up.
I'll
My
go over
recipes tonight. Sorry, go on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say my recipes tonight failed miserably, but they taste good.
Hey,
Oh, they just don't taste like what you wanted them. What you were.
There's
They
no
didn't-
layering.
no
There's
layering.
no layers.
Oh,
No
it's
layering.
it's a mush.
It's
Well,
a
you'll-
mush.
you'll see between this
mush.
V1 and V2 that the mush is where you get a lot of flavor.
Mush.
I'm gonna do these two real quick. The strawberry and
That's
cookie
all right.
parfait.
Most commercial vapes are mush too, so
They are.
I've learned that in the last 2 weeks of rediscovering commercial liquid. I'm like,
So-
yeah, they're kind of mushy and sweet and good.
I picked these
Doesn't bother
flavors.
me.
I picked these flavors specifically because they typically do kind of stay separated. The cookie crumble from Cap, it does kind of stay separated, so I use that in there as part of my layering, and then I use strawberry baked from Wonder Flavors, 1.5%, because that actually does a really good job staying separate. And then the whipped cream and the yogurt raw, the 1% whipped cream, because I don't want to go too high with it, because it'll definitely blend if you mix it like a higher. And then yogurt raw VSO at 0.3. Now, honestly, this is the weird part. Off the shake, with the strawberry baked, I almost feel like that could come up a little bit, but I also feel like that's going to take away that separation. So there's a decent separation here.
But
But-
then you add butter.
Yeah,
Cookie to
I
this
wound up adding butter cookie VSO at 1% to it, and it tastes much better. It became like something I can vape all day, whereas the other, I wasn't really going to vape that all day.
What about super sweet?
Oh yeah, and super sweet. And in the notes here, I do have an attempt at defining a layer, sweeten the taste. 0.5% Perlum super sweet for me, which I forgot to put in at first. Remember, it tastes like crap. And then I added this note for this one: separation not as good with the butter cookie, but much better flavor. So it's you kind of give up sometimes when you add that flavor. You take some of the separation away. It's not as separated. Kind of blended it together a little more, but it's still good. So I almost used it. Strawberry Extreme would have been another option for it, but I was thinking
Dude.
of baked. I was hoping if
The
that
flavor-
would pull away.
Tim, it's called Strawberry Extreme. You have to, I have to say it like it's a '90s commercial, man.
Extreme.
Extreme. Or like a kid's product. They're like, it's extreme. Mom, will you buy it for us? It's so extreme.
It'll turn your tongue green.
It'll turn your tongue green. It's so extreme.
Like colored ketchup.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you remember that?
The weird thing is, it's not
chew
supposed
me.
to change the flavor, but I
Biting me.
swear to God, there was a change in flavor of that purple ketchup. It didn't
That
taste
liked
fucking
it.
green one tasted weird too, but I
I
loved
liked them
it.
both. Yeah, it was fun. I liked putting French fries in like green ketchup. People
Oh,
were like,
no,
what the
no, no.
fuck is that?
I used to tell people it went bad like 3 years ago, but I like the taste of it now.
So one time I took the purple one and I mixed it with mustard and mayonnaise. The color that made was fucking so disturbing looking.
But it tastes
was
good, though.
delicious.
Yeah,
it was.
exactly.
Yeah, Rocky, but at 14% when it separates, I thought about doing that. I almost thought about it, but it's like, then it gets really creamy though.
You're a 28-pound pig.
Speaking of Rocky, we got his here, this sweetbread pudding parfait. That sounds like a good option for separation flavors. Cornbread 1-on-1 at 1, custard premium FA at 2. Okay, that's a blender, so that might hurt the separation. But it's delicious. Forest fruit from FA at 2, smooth custard from Cap at 2. Yeah, that actually does stand out a little bit.
Forest fruit. I like forest fruit.
Yeah, it's good.
It's weird and good.
Sweetbread VSO at 4, nice. Sweetness flavor at 1/2, and vanilla pudding flavor at 0.5. Yeah, the only two here that are the harder ones that tend to blend would be the custard and the vanilla pudding. But I think you have really good start there for separation. Rocky, have you mixed that up and did it stay separated? I can make that.
Custard's always a blender.
Custard
Usually
premium is
always.
excessive. The more buttery they are, the more they tend to kind of play with other flavors a little bit intimately.
Yeah, I'm struggling with that very topic right this very minute. My mix is absolutely delicious. It's really good, but it's just a thing.
Oh, hi.
Like, so I made a raspberry lemon cream.
Ooh, yum.
Yum. Oh, let me
Don't
make sure
tickle
you guys
my
can
pickle
share.
like that, Sifu.
So I used the collarded cream from SSA. That's fault number
That's
1
good.
for this challenge. And then I used the lemon meringue tart from VTA. That's strike number 2.
I love lemon meringue tart. Yep.
Oh, it's
But they're so good. So
I
good.
used it in a key lime pie.
yeah, it's the main component in my lemon cookie and lemon soap cookie. Like,
Oh yeah,
it's just the
it is.
a lemon wafer cream type from SSA. That's strike number 3.
What are you doing? What are you doing? You're so mean.
So
You say strike number 3, but they're all delicious flavors. So.
ready, and then all delicious flavors, right? So, and then I went with the raspberry syrup from SSA and the red raspberry from VSO. Super sweet beryllium. And a half
That syrup
percent.
is another one that
And
tends to
it's,
blend with things too.
Everything you want. It does. It becomes raspberry.
It
lemon.
It bleeds.
Like it's
it bleeds
raspberry
into
lemon.
stuff.
It really does bleed into other flavors, and it's delicious. Like I'm familiar with clotted cream and the lemon meringue tart. I know how they're going to steep out because I'm getting that weird buttery stuff, from the creams and the butter stuff that's in the tart, the lemon meringue tart. It's absolutely delicious. But again, it's just a little.
You should be able to share screen if you want.
It's-
I'm ready to watch and see if it actually works correctly.
I didn't make this public. I didn't make it public yet. Let me make it public. Edit and release to public. Yeah, share. I'm gonna share. Yeah. So here we are. What are you doing? There we go.
Ooh,
Just-
BCF has flavor of vanilla at 50% off. Ah, yeah, it would be the
Yeah.
time to get it.
yeah, so that's where I'm at right here. If you guys can see that. So nope, not yet. How about now?
Yes,
Yep.
it's working fine. Good.
Yep.
Good.
Yeah, I think probably the cream type is a little high. I'm getting a very dinner lady lemon tart vibe from this wafer. It's blending well with these flavors are just working too well together for this challenge. Like and I made this before I knew that it was a separations challenge. So I'm not trying to, skirt responsibility, but it's absolutely delicious.
Skirt.
It's absolutely delicious. And then the thing about the clotted cream is that it just melts everything. It just melts. It just melts everything. It's like heat to butter. It
Looks
just,
good.
dude, it just melts everything together. This is absolutely delightful. But it's raspberry lemon cream. Like as fast as you can say it, that's how you're tasting. There's no raspberry and lemon and cream. It's raspberry lemon cream. So it could be a little light. I could probably dial it up a little more and get some more punch from the syrup and the VSO, but as it sits right here, this is just one big gloppy.
Yum.
I'm wondering if that's a raspberry lemon thing because I feel like I can never get those two things to taste separate either. It just tastes like raspberry lemon, raspberry lemon, raspberry lemon.
right.
Well,
It's not like here's raspberry, here's lemon. It's like they always taste.
Let me get out of this, but if you use the, how do I get out? Let me.
Should be a stop button there somewhere.
Yeah, it's in red.
Release me.
Release me.
I can't find it.
Okay, this is fun. This is gonna be the raspberry lemon cream show. You're out of that, but we can see everything.
I see all your porn tabs and everything.
Oh, look at those porn. Look at that. It's pouring out in the woods.
I can't find it.
He's popping a tent in the woods. What the heck?
It's in Zoom.
What? I can't find it.
Click on your zoom icon.
The little camera on the bottom there.
Click there.
Oh, where is your Zoom window at?
It won't. Oh, there he goes.
Stop screen sharing. Maybe I don't know. I never screen share because I have the luxury of being able to do this.
I can't.
Tim, you're the moderator. Are you unable to? Are you able to cancel it?
Like I can't get back to.
I technically can't see it because it's all on Zoom. Let me see.
No, but I mean, and from your Zoom window,
Yeah, I
you
can
right
do
click
it.
on
I can
him
do
and
it
say,
right there.
"Oh,
I can
yeah,
do
see?"
it. I did it. I did it. But yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm glad
Damn
it's
it,
you
Tim.
screwing it up and not me.
Well,
I used to have customer service for
I
two
was actually
companies,
letting
so-
it go. I was going to let him go for a while before I tried to fix it. I figured I'd wait until someone asked because it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for calling tech support. This is Adam. How can I help you?
Very good. Yeah, that's
Mallory.
it is just a tasty mess of you see, if I find that going back to the separation of raspberry and lemon,
Nice.
if you use
That's a
the
good one.
TFA raspberry or like a razzleberry and like a lemon Sicily,
And you get some separation.
those two will separate. Like the syrup is too. It
Dense.
wants to just.
Dense.
It wants to.
Oh,
mingle.
the bleeding. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like, and so does the red raspberry from BSO. That one wants to just accept. It's
a lot of lemons will just make your berry brighter too, and it don't really. It
Exactly.
kind of becomes a part of your berry.
That's the other thing too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like making a brighter raspberry sometimes, and
Exactly.
it's like, oh, there's kind of like I taste the lemon like when my cotton's about to be dry,
Right.
and it's like my indicator. I'm like, oh, now I taste the lemon. That means I need to fucking drip.
Right.
It's weird.
The TFA
It's really
raspberry has a very bright raspberry.
Mhm.
If you put the lemon high enough, they kind of sit on top. They sit side by side. You can really separate them. You know, it reminds me of the TFA raspberry reminds me of like Capella blackberry. Like
I've never had that, but I definitely have.
that will
Raspberry
sit
from
that will
TFA.
sit with lemon. Like it'll be blackberry and lemon.
Fucking love Capella Blackberry.
Yeah, it's
I
delicious.
love it.
I think I have every other blackberry besides that one.
So good.
I
And it
like
mixes-
Flavora and
And
Swags.
it mixes so well with Swaggies. Oh,
Yeah, they're a good combo. They're a good pair. But I think the fault. I mean, I didn't look at the thumbnail for the show until we were about to start, so I'd already made the mix. So I'd have probably picked different concentrates. Like I'd have picked TFA raspberry, I'd have picked lemon Sicily, or even Flavor Express, and then I'd have picked a very neutral cream. I might not even done cream. I might have done like a graham cracker or something.
Cream's a tough one too. That's another one that tends to bleed. And that's why I was a little skeptical on using the whipped cream, because SSA whipped cream can kind of stand out, but it can definitely blend too. It's kind of.
I find that SSA's is the most
blendy?
I can really taste it. No,
it stands out.
I can taste it if it's in there. Yeah, the other ones blend, but they're like, I don't know, they're like more fluffy, like a whipped cream in a weird way. I don't know.
Now the Cupcake World one.
Oh yeah, Cupcake World, the clouded cream.
I like Wonder Flavors.
The whipped cream one.
Whipped cream Fresh 03.
Oh yeah, they're whipped cream.
That one will just it's like a dollop, like just put it on top of something.
Yep.
It'll
I think the SSA and the Cupcake World, which Nom Noms Treats is the same one, by the way. Those ones there actually are the two best for me to stand out. But if you use them with another cream, sometimes they don't stand out as much as you'd like. And I feel like I'll have to see how this steeps out and see what it works.
You could use like Swaggy's marshmallow in its place though of a whipped cream. I think it would kind of.
That would have been an option to do. Create like. What was it? I mixed that other one there when I accidentally mixed it with the
custard
the custard. When I mixed the custard with
accident.
it, on accident. I accidentally put it in instead of super sweet. I mean, instead of nicotine. So we got that in it with it, and it made it into like a gooey marshmallow flavor, which
Bob Ross, dude.
That would actually work
No
really well.
mistakes, only happy accidents.
Yep.
Little accidents.
It was good. It's good either way, but I almost think I like the gooey version better. I love the butteriness of.
Well, then you can also go
Parfait
straight
custard.
to marshmallow gooey, which is basically that by itself.
Oh, you haven't tried the VSO yet. You'll wait until you try it. You'll see what I mean. It's the first full marshmallow we've had. I've been searching for.
Usually, my trick is equal parts meringue and marshmallow.
Yep.
So marshmallow, like equal parts of that. That'll make any bakery just like sticky and gooey.
Spoiler alert to those who are going to be watching, noted, because we haven't went over Marshmallow Raw yet, but Marshmallow Raw is pretty legit.
Marshmallow Raw is the only marshmallow.
Well, it's the only
everything else is marshmallow fluff
or marshmallow or hard
cream
or marshmallow like from a cereal, like the hard marshmallows.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
nothing is ever like a jet puff marshmallow, and that's what
like from the
Swaggy's
bag.
is.
Right, that's why we have to doctor them. Like you got to put some meringue. You have to put more egg, more something to turn it into.
To thicken it up a lot.
Swags is just right.
This one here is.
I actually switched SSA whipped cream my recipe out for marshmallow raw right now. I'm gonna try it.
Yeah, like the marshmallow gooey is like.
Speaking of cats,
a thin version of a jet puff, like a melted hollow version. It's like you get those bright tones over the marshmallow, but it's just there's nothing in the middle, right?
Yep.
It's kind of hollow.
Chewing on me. Why are you chewing? Why are you chewing on me?
Because humans taste delicious. Why else?
Creating things. So like I've done a few different ones in a row. We did pies a few weeks ago, like a week ago. That was getting the proper balance between your filling and your pie crust, and getting them all the taste proper. That's a really difficult thing to do, and there's every single recipe you make, you have to adapt it a little bit.
I'm so happy I did key lime pie because that thing came out incredible, and it's separated because it's a graham cracker crust, so it makes it, it's a kind of a cheating way out, not making a traditional pie crust, but it works.
Yeah,
it's considered a pie.
Yeah, you
got the rolls. I didn't break them.
You got to think about
our pie is fire with graham crust.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna wait another week before I get a final verdict on the jams, the two different versions of jam, because I feel like they're still kind of neck and neck. Neither one's a complete jam, but I feel like I don't know. I think Swaggy's Jam It is got potential. If it continues to steep like it's steeping, it might be like a 10-day to 14-day steeper to get the full effect. I'm not sure.
Wait, Swaggy's got a jammer?
Jam it.
Jam it up.
Jam it.
Jam it up. Yep.
Oops.
That's one of my favorite ingredients.
Yeah,
jam
his.
it,
Yeah.
Well,
or candy jamming, like
Jammy Wizard.
but a lot of those give me that more like a gummy flavor than a
More of a
pectin
gummy.
flavor, and that's what I was asked Swaggy to try and do, and he made it,
We've been
and it
talking
does.
about that for like 2 years. Like we want just pectin.
Yeah, just pectin.
right, because when you end up with that filling and like that artificial filling in a cake. That's what you get from jamming or candy. And sometimes you just want, I want preserves. I just want straight up pour pectin into this fruit. To make
I tried it more traditional with shisha and VTA strawberry jam, and I tried that. That's going alongside it, along with the jam it up version, and with strawberry raw. And I was trying to see which one turns out to be more of a jam. And it feel like the VSO is pulling ahead a little bit better because I'm getting more of that almost gummy-ish flavor from even the VTA. And the VTA is one of the better ones. But it still tastes a little gummy.
Right.
Yeah. So
I had to counter that. So in my fig custard, I wanted like fig preserves in that custard, right?
oh yeah, Steve-O graham crust.
So so I used the jam it in that one because it's a little more, it's not as strawberry forward as candy jamming. Candy jamming tends to strawberry.
Yep.
Jam it's a little more just dark berry kind of situation, so it paired very well with it. But then I ended up with the throatiness from that situation because there's a lot of ethanol in VSO flavorings to begin with. So that burns off, but then you're still left with a little bit of throatiness, especially in like a bakery custard kind of fruit custard kind of thing. You don't want that at all. So I put some other stuff in it to kind of knock that out. But if he's got something that I can do away with two or three flavorings and have one.
It's working so far, but I want to see what it's like at the end of 2 weeks. I'm going to try them side by side. See which one is more jam.
You don't want your mixes bloated, right? You don't want to just throw things at things to counter other things. You start getting.
We get the 20, 30 flavoring recipes, or at least 15, when you really could probably do it with less.
4,
like
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 minus 10.
And then there's some you can't avoid it with.
When you start layering peanut butters and bakeries and you end up with Jesus cookie is 16%, and it just has to be that.
Oh, Ian blew my mind today. Did you know there's a peanut butter Marmite?
Huh?
Peanut butter Marmite. It's a thing. It's a thing. I'm like, you know what? I didn't like Marmite on toast, but peanut butter Marmite. And if you didn't like it on toast, wouldn't that make a really nice Thai peanut butter?
Right.
Flavor? Oh, that sounds really good. So,
Yeah,
Dave,
Dave,
you can go.
Isn't Marmite like leftovers, like yeasty stuff?
It's garbage yeast and MSG, basically.
Yeah.
So basically,
It kind of tastes
peanut
like
butter
a
version
soy
would be
paste.
what, the skin off peanuts or something?
Well, no, you would get
No.
you would get all that salty starch.
Yeah, it's kind of Marmite. When my friend from New Zealand brought it, it's a lot like a soy paste, is what it tastes like. Soy sauce in a paste form. That's what it kind of tastes like.
Super salty.
Salty, starchy, and that's a hard flavor.
I did not care for it on toast, and that's the way he tried making it for me. It's like, for me, it's not on toast. I didn't even think about it. Like Ian uses it in his jerky recipes and stuff. It's like, that's brilliant on meat. I didn't even think about trying. I let that thing go bad because I couldn't think of what to use it for. I didn't even think to use it for meats.
Yeah. See, I have to cheat. I use beer nuts and taro to get salty, starchy from my peanut butter.
Yep.
And then you get a high note in your nose, so you kill that with a little bit of FA milk or something, and that's basically my peanut butter bits. SSA peanut butter, beer nuts, taro, and a little milk. That's my peanut butter. I just find that it presents salty and natural, and you don't get that celery taste that some peanut butters.
Oh yeah, some of them are.
Oh my god, yeah.
You don't end up getting it. I think it's a floral note that ends up giving you that celery note.
Yeah, I get that, and I also get dirt off a lot of them. The
absolutely.
only peanut butter mixture I can do is Wonder Flavors taffy with Swaggy's peanut butter.
Wonder Flavors taffy works really well for that. Like you were talking about, so if we're taking away that weirdness,
the weirdness, like
but it's weird because it's weird on its own. But if you add it to another, it
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
not necessarily a complete peanut butter by itself.
No.
But it's good though, for sure. But
That's
if you
why I
push
had
it
it with
past like
Swaggy's.
3, it starts to get real weird, that flavor.
right. And as we were talking, it's like you're trying to combine peanut butter. Like Jesus cookie is like chocolate graham cookie, boysenberry jam, and peanut butter, right? So take a Girl Scout cookie, chocolate covered graham cookie, and put peanut butter on one side and jam on the other side, and just take a, you know. There was a late night hang session where that happened, and they were like, "You should make," you know. And it's like, oh god, it turned into something.
So Dave, do you want to pull yours up, or do you want me to?
You go ahead.
All right, just tell me when you're ready and tell me which one to pull up. I got them both side by side.
Okay, go for the decadent,
40 minutes.
the decadent monsters layer of chocolate, whatever it is.
Oh.
The chocolate train wreck.
Yes,
I should have called
Chocolate
it
train
that.
wreck is a
I
great
want a
name.
chocolate
I
chain.
should have called it that.
This is one of those ones where I can see why you're talking about separation being an issue, but it's because you actually put some real flavor into it. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so Angel Cake, Wonder Flavors, 2%. Chocolate Cookie Crust, Wonder Flavors, 2%. Chocolate Frosting, Wonder Flavors, 1.5. Chocolate Mousse VTA at 2. Chocolate Raw VSO at, you moved the screen, Tim, at 0.4. Cream Cheese VSO at 1.5. Maraschino Cherry at 3. Nut Mix Flavor Art at 1. Powdered Sugar 1-on-1 at 1. Super Sweet Cap at 0.75. Whipped Cream SSA at 3, and White Chocolate Milky Cream Wonder Flavors at 1.5.
Tastes so good.
It tastes great, but there's no layering. You don't get layering. But it really does taste good.
You know, we have to take what we've learned about things that blend. We're always looking for stuff to blend other things, right? And you have to it's hard
completely forget it.
It's hard to separate yourself from that, right? It really is. Like you look for common ingredients and things, right? It's like, so I have the lemon meringue tart. I want to back it with this cream wafer, you know. So like the bakeries are going to play well. 2 lemons, that's going to work, but they become one thing.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same thing with all these chocolates. They have all kinds of stuff in them.
Yeah, it just goes all together.
Well, it's like, I'm glad he used the maraschino cherry because that one there stands out better than most of the cherries that taste like medicine. But whereas even his regular cherry, Swaggy's regular cherry, it doesn't like stand apart as much. When I made that chocolate, that cherry ice cream, that chocolate chip cherry ice cream, it actually stood out like cherry chunks in the ice cream. Didn't turn my whole vanilla based ice cream into cherry, which was pleasant and happy.
Yeah, no, but I get the same note that you do from that concentrate. I do get a little tussin. I get a little tussin from that.
Yep.
You know, it's a little tussiny. And anything other than Inuara cherries or cherry liqueur from BTA, that's the only 2 that I've actually found that really.
Cherry liqueur.
It's like you guys are drinkers. You guys know that Luxordo.
Yes. It's like that, eh?
It's like basically, it's like
oh man, there's the Canadian fucking rubbing off again. See,
it's like hyper sweet.
They're
like
taking over.
Cherry, like hyper sweet cherry with a little alcohol note over it.
That's cool.
Yeah, it
could actually be useful.
It's super useful. Like if you're trying to do like an old fashioned or some type of cherry, you know, some Coke, bourbon and Coke with a cherry note, that's the one you want. Yeah, because it'll sit with that alcohol and kind of.
How much of the cherry stood out in yours, by the way? You did use it 3%.
Booze, but that sounds good.
It did stand out.
It did stand out. You can taste the cherry in it.
Yeah.
So,
but you know what?
It's a good mix. It's a good mix, though, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. But it'll be a lot better after 2 weeks, and who knows? Maybe it will layer out after 2 weeks.
You have that nut mix in there. Nut mix does take some time too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I taste it.
Yep.
Like I feel that
mine just for fun.
I'm looking at it, and it's like you avoided all of the pencil eraser problems.
Chocolates. Yep.
I feel like I'm just looking at it. I can envision in my head how that's going to be like hyper taste.
Well, how
Like,
many people use the chocolate mousse and they use it and then it fades and they're like, well, you didn't back it with another chocolate? Well, because of all pencil. That's your pencil. That's actually
Yeah,
chocolate
exactly.
frosting's a good one too. Yeah. I don't think I have chocolate cookie crust. I know I have to have it. I got them all, but I don't remember that one.
I
Haven't
do
used
like
it.
I do like Swaggy's cocoa.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That'll solid up any, that'll darken up any chocolate.
Yeah, and it's super versatile because low it's kind of milk chocolate, higher it's kind of dark chocolate,
Mm,
or at least a more deep chocolate.
deeper. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely deeper. Like if you're feeling like you're on the verge of pencil eraser, like that'll, wipe
Dave-
I
it.
don't get personally pencil eraser, but a lot of people do.
Heart out to DeMillan.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her. She loves chocolate too. That's the worst part. So yeah, we got another one here by Dave Lloyd.
Ow, ow, savage!
Tasty you, man.
Don't grab the bottle out of my
Well,
hands.
I didn't realize that
Gotta clone
that,
it.
that was the way. That's what you don't. I won't say that again because apparently it means attack Dave.
Here, you take the bottle. There you go.
Here you go.
Okay.
You're-
It's VSO cherry cheesecake, and it is Butter Extreme VSO, best flavor ever made at 0.75.
I love raw. I don't have extreme, but
Cheesecake VSO at 2, cream cheese VSO at 1.5, graham cracker VSO at 1, maraschino cherry VSO at 3, marshmallow VSO at 1, super sweet cap at 0.5, and whipped cream SSA at 2.
Mm,
It's good. This is definitely make again over and over and over.
like that the graham cracker, the VSO graham cracker. That
the good shit.
Honey
It's a
graham.
cheat code, man. It's a cheat code for any type of graham cracker you want.
Have you got any of the butters yet? Because that's a super cheat code.
I haven't gotten the butters yet.
Oh, man, get the butter.
You don't understand the butter and
like
the marshmallow.
desserts-
Those two.
Yeah.
And here's the thing is that I've like in the last year and a half I've become lactose intolerant. So
Oh, even better.
I've been making things that I can't eat with
Yep.
vape. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
like yeah, I'm missing some butter. Like I want some fucking butter. You know, like I went to my brother-in-law's house Sunday and he made etouffee.
Oh, oui.
It's like super butter, you know, like
Yep.
butter and crawfish and cream of stuff, and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna pop 2 lactates because I really want this. I'll take this chance on this, you know. So, if he's got the butter that you guys are seeing,
It's real butter. It's
Yeah,
not.
it's really
You
good.
know how like
Butter in a
you know how
bottle.
golden butter is kind of like a little oily and a little bit, you know that, and then you get like Wonder Flavors cookie butter where it doesn't really have a lot of buttery flavor, just more the texture of butter.
yeah, it's a texture.
This has got both, and it's like real butter. His butters do, and I don't, like I said, I don't have the extreme. Only Dave does. Dave and Paul, I think the two that got it.
Mm,
But we have the
Sounds,
butter raw and the regular butter, and it's delicious. Butter
that
cookie.
sounds wonderbar.
He also has butter cookie now, which is a replacement for egg roll. Remember egg roll that disappeared? He made a replacement. DeMillan sent him.
Cabin egg roll.
The health cabin egg
Yep.
roll.
Yep.
DeMillan sent him a bottle so he could work on it, and that's where cookie butter came from. Butter cookie came from.
So butter cookie is the replacement for
Health cabin egg roll.
Egg
health
roll.
cabin egg roll.
I have
It's not as greasy as the
No,
health
no.
cabin was.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what I
It's-
used tonight.
It's delicious. Same flavor.
butter cookie.
Did a really good job on it.
Yep.
It's delicious. I haven't used it in a recipe. I've knuckle tested it though.
Yes,
I added it tonight, and it really helped.
I am pissed. I'm
It smells
lactose
really
intolerant. I am
Yep.
pissed. And when I tell you, Swaggy, it turned on like a light switch. Like one day it was like, boop. Now you can't have dairy, ever.
I remember when this
Yeah,
happened too, because we talked around that time.
Seafood,
Shifu.
just
I shit through a screen
just
door.
power through it. Doesn't matter.
I did that test for like 3 weeks to see if you are lactose intolerant. 'Cause I have all sorts of stomach issues, and dude, you have no idea how much shit contains. Like,
everything.
yeah, It's literally there's no types. There's like one type of cheese you can use.
Try going
Like,
on my Nazi carb diet. You think there's no carbs in fruit? Bull crap. You don't think there's carbs in this? There's carbs in almost everything. Meat.
There was
Even
one
some
ingredient
meats
that
have
was in,
carbs.
like everything.
Who cares? Just eat it. That's my
like
philosophy.
Even some of my favorite, even some of my favorite IPAs use lactose sugars or milk sugars to cream them up. You know, it's like I can't have Ghost in the Machine anymore. Like,
I don't care. I don't care. I blow up like a puffer fish. I don't care.
yeah. It's like here's the thing. It's like someone's like, "Well, what's that like?" It's like, whenever like you're real sick and you're throwing up and you're done throwing up, but your body's still like you're dry heaving.
Ugh.
Well, your butthole does the same thing.
Yeah.
Like you're done,
Right, but it's
but then it goes. You have to go to the toilet, and your butt's just going, and it just burns, and nothing's coming out, but you still got to go. And
It
that's
doesn't
what-
matter. Some things are worth it.
Hey, it sounds like Mowgli can play some kind of orchestra symphony when he has milk. So
it's like
You get a big plate of homemade mac and cheese. It's all worth it.
Bob's got one here.
Oh yeah.
yeah. Thankfully, I'm not lactose intolerant. Oh my god, it'd be
Sure,
insane.
Tim.
You want me to
And
share
I'm
it?
Cajun.
Okay. You can share it.
And
It
I'm
works.
Cajun, and I'm lactose intolerant. That is,
I could eat an entire thing of fucking craft singles if I'm not stopped. Fucking love cheese.
dude. Okay.
PB
I also
favorite
love
par.
soy and almond milk too, though. So
Yeah, I've come to like almond milk.
they're quite delicious, especially with
Especially,
cereal.
I
Oh,
have
God.
almond milk in my coffee in the morning now.
Making
'cause
smoothies
it's
and
lower in
milkshakes,
carbs.
yeah, and in coffee. Woo, they are
low-
so nice.
It's lower in carbs. We get the Dollar Tree version, and it's actually near or almost zero carbs. It's zero carbs.
Put coconut oil in my coffee too, though. That shit's fucking fire in your coffee. Oh my god, just like a teaspoon of coconut oil.
But here you go, Bob. Bob.
Good.
This
looks
looks extreme.
PB favorite par.
Blueberry.
Extreme. At
Exactly.
0.06, cookie from FA at 0.1 or
That's
half
0.3.
percent.
0.3.
He's
Yeah.
got-
0.3
I got
or
a
half percent. I know I looked the wrong thing. Mullenberry creamy Greek yogurt 1.5. Granola from Nick River at 1.2. Huckleberry from VSO at 1. Marshmallow raw from Swaggy at 0.8. 1/4% of super sweet but sweetened to taste. And yogurt raw 0.4. I am getting a nice separation between the blueberry huckleberry combo. The marshmallow and the yogurts are kind of all playing together right now, but this isn't coming out at all yet, which this combination usually takes like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Coming out.
Yeah, it's delicious, swag. Don't be
well,
scared.
there's a lot of AP in that, so that makes sense.
I'm having the same issue. That's the layer that I'm having problems tasting. Mine is that cookie layer.
Yeah, the granola taste is there, but the body isn't there. That takes a few days to come out, and you just kind of use the FA cookie to add a little more denseness to it. But yeah, very happy with it so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Recipe.
I mean, if you're not mixing the blueberry and huckleberry, like, what are you even doing?
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Exactly, Sifu.
There's no freaking
I mean,
point.
if you guys, if you those of you in the UK, if you ordered the blueberry and didn't order the huckleberry, I'm shame.
It's,
So-
you got to.
Seriously, you do.
They go.
Mistake.
They're simpatico.
Yeah, you made a mistake, and now you have to live with it.
But that's the thing when it starting to teach someone all over again VSO mixing. It's not exactly the same, but
it's
you can
different.
make magical mixes. But you got to know how to do it.
I just explain it to people honestly. If you're not used to them, use them to back another flavoring. Don't use
To start
blueberry
off,
by itself. Use
Yeah,
Flavor
I mean-
West blueberry and back it with some Swaggies.
Unless
Or
it's
use-
cranberry.
Or use
Unless it's
Swaggies and
cranberry.
back it with Flavor West. You know what I mean?
Or
One
just
the
use
other.
blueberry at 6 and stop
Double
being
them
a
up.
pussy.
Sam was saying
it's
last night
fine.
he can't even taste it at 10, which is
Lie
bullshit.
all the time.
Yeah. No taste buds, Sam.
I'll tell you what, though, the one VSO flavor that just crushes all of them is the cranberry.
Cranberry is the bam.
I've got to
Yes.
mix more with cranberry. I've been
Cranberry,
saying that
his
for
black,
weeks.
his blackberry
So
too.
good.
I just got I
I'm
just
about
got
to
that,
release. I'm about to release a cranberry soda, and this is.
You know, and
delightful.
since no one ever mentions this, but use Swaggy's clove, and let's say a whatchamacallit, a ginger snap cookie, unbelievable, unbelievably good.
And his,
Yeah, his clove is nice.
and the crisp citrus soda.
Oh yeah, that's one of Bab's favorites. He's got a jug of it.
Pumpkin,
120
pumpkin,
mil of it, and I have
regular,
raw coming.
regular OG pumpkin. Still my favorite pumpkin of.
Yep.
It's what pumpkin should taste like.
Well, the raw
It's the
version, you
only
get a little
good
more
pumpkin.
spice. It comes more spice forward. It might
Only
eventually
good
steep
pumpkin.
out over time, but definitely right away. It
Oh,
is
Lumi
the
did
best
thank for
pumpkin.
pumpkin, by the way.
Yes, I know, and I'm with Lumi on her comment the other day. Leave OG pumpkin alone. Don't get rid of that flavor.
Son, hey.
Yo,
Dan,
What guys?
Dan,
Was it?
Namaj.
see, Daniel's perfect for this episode because Daniel has layers.
He's multifaceted.
so
He's
he's
a
like
man
an
of
onion.
mystery and
It's like a
intrigue.
Tootsie Pop. How many licks does it take to get to the center?
One,
like?
a to who, a three. Three, we all know.
Crunch, crunch.
So he's like an onion, Tim. He's like an onion. It's got layers.
Yes.
Exactly.
He's like the dark
You gotta
web.
peel it back a little bit first. So you give it a little finger action, peel it back just ever so slightly.
Daniel's like, what did I walk into here?
Just go to the shower.
Speaking of
man.
desserts.
Fuck.
Oh, by the way, Dave,
4 edibles.
those what was
shouldn't
it?
be
The
advertising.
Reapers,
Those
the
chips
Reaper.
that you were eating last
chips, yeah.
They're
Legit, I
warm, but
promise
they're
you
not like
guys.
insanely hot. But they are tasty and hot. But they're
night.
not.
You were
like,
eating them last night on the
Yeah.
after show, and it didn't even look like it was really phasing you.
It was.
No, they're not
they
that
were
hot.
warm, but they were good.
If you eat enough of them, they get like hot, but not spicy.
Tim,
Yeah.
get
Kinda
those
like
Pocky ghost pepper ones that I showed you last night, man. They're fucking insane.
Oh, let's watch.
No, you gotta
Dave.
take the little chocolate square challenge. Have you ever seen that? It's like a chocolate bar, and it's like
Yeah,
separated into 12 squares, like little squares, like the
Yeah.
size of my pinky nail.
I've
and
got
like,
the-
You're supposed to see how many you can fucking eat
I
without
have-
fucking
I have
freaking
the
out.
to-
And
I-
I've tried that, and I successfully ate 6 of them.
I
so
have the toe of Satan here. I have the toe of
They
Satan.
were
here.
hot
I
as
still
fuck,
haven't done that yet.
but I didn't really
Yeah, I've
notice it
tried
until
that
number
toe of
3.
Satan a couple of times. It's good. And
It's
the
good.
Aqua chip challenge, man, I could eat that no problem.
Yeah, I ate that. It was a little rough.
Yeah, Rocky.
But nothing like
It's just
where
bad
people
tasting. It's bad tasting. It's not.
Yeah, it was more like a
Have a good night, bro.
like you had to deal with it almost kind of
Yeah, Rocky.
situation.
Yeah.
Rocky shared
Yeah, I
this
tried
earlier.
that.
Night, Rocky.
Did you
My
get
friend
good
had a bunch of
separation?
those.
Southern
I
milk
was
and
like,
honey
this
was
isn't
a
as bad as
separate.
people online make it out to be.
No, not at all.
Daniel, I didn't know you had a second account called Daniel Filia. Pilia?
What?
Pilia? That's the name. It's
Oh, that's the person. That's
yeah.
somebody. hating
Oh,
or
Rocky,
something, right?
Rocky put it in chat earlier, but that's cream flavora 1.2, milk flavor art at 0.6, milk and honey flavora at 2.5.
Oh, is
and
that
sweet
what it
coconut
was?
Flavora at 0.2. Yeah.
Somebody stole his
That's
recipe.
not me. That's not me because the second flavor you said, what was it?
FA milk.
FA milk. Yeah, that's not my stilo.
Yeah,
I always
no,
go
yeah.
triple L.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
should have it nearby.
That is
I
definitely
never had FA milk.
that definitely looks like a Rocky Toonie recipe if I ever saw one.
I use FA milk at 1 with like 2 to 3% of Swaggy's milk, and
There it
that's
is.
where I get nice milk.
Yeah, the
I always mix that
yeah,
the
the
ooh
milky.
ooh ooh with swags.
You gotta get super
2 of
close.
swags and like 1 of that is really nice. And Swag would hate that because
Yeah,
he
the-
made his
the-
milk to replace that flavor.
Yep, he did.
You guys find that
I
the
like them
milky,
mixed.
you guys find that the milky overtones will flatten a lot of things.
It,
Yes.
It can,
does.
yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
I
why I,
find
use
that's why I
the
use
FA
it.
VSO combo.
I
'Cause I'm a
myself
bad
reaching
mixer.
For, I find myself reaching for VSO milk and FA milk more than milky.
Yep.
I've never tried FA milk, but everyone has
I
always
just
said
like-
that it's really
I
good. I
just-
just never got
FA
it.
milk is like
It's just it's weird. It's a thicker cream milky undertones. Tastes like it's a thicker cream than milk. You know?
Absolutely, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
heavy cream, right?
Yeah,
Condensed
exactly. So it fucks with it whenever I
Me.
use that combo.
To me, it's kind of like a coconut milk without the coconut, or like a condensed milk.
That's a good way to put it.
Density. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
good analogy.
Interesting.
I like it for the same reasons you don't like it. I like using it because I typically just want a small amount of like, just not even cream, just kind of like
Full
a vanilla
thickness.
note. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
just to, like we were talking about this episode.
Like dairy
Like I
milk.
use it to compress things. Like I want it to condense down. The milky undertones will just.
It's also got that like, yeah, it's almost got this gooey like layer that kind of settles everything in. It's weird.
Syrupy. It's syrupy.
Syrupy, like milky. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
It coats. It coats.
hmm
I got better separation from this than I think I did the other, at least so far. This is what she made me mix her another 60 of. That chocolate raspberry cheesecake, all SSA. The only difference is I did make the new version. I did add Yes We Cheesecake to it to bump the cheesecake a little smoother. But because this was all SSA, this one here,
Yes.
this got really good separation. Believe it or not, that premium raspberry,
Keep 'em
that's
separated.
that premium raspberry separates well. It doesn't like the raspberry syrup's a bleeder. That premium raspberry kind of steps away and stands out. So yeah, that I got really good separation with that raspberry.
I
So
don't think
that's
it's hard.
a no. If you're looking for a raspberry that you want to stand above something, that premium works really well.
Oh,
What about Molina?
You know, I found that if you use a little, if you
Oh, the Inawera one,
Mm-hmm.
the Wera Garden one.
that's like I
That's
don't
like
give-
that's like
it's like
raspberry and
juice.
crack. That's raspberry and crack.
It's like raspberry juice too. I use it in a lot of like liquid, like lemonades and shit like
It's
that.
top notey.
It's like
Yeah,
a real.
It doesn't have much.
it's a little
much
sharp.
body. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why. That's why I associate it with like liquids and
It's
shit.
like a real
Because
bright.
that's what you're usually looking
bright
for. in those
syrup that
types
kind of like that bleeds into everything. That
Mhm.
Wera Garden one.
You know,
That's why
a
you
good
use
a
it
good
low.
pair. A good pair for that one is the TFA Pomegranate Deluxe.
Oh, that sounds.
See, I don't have that
good.
flavor. I have the regular
It's,
pomegranate. I've never
you know
used
how
the
it-
deluxe.
You know how it has like you get a lot of top, like you're saying, and you get a little
Mhm.
dark. There's none of that middle raspberry.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
don't
know that.
That's
A little
why I
bit of
always
it.
associate it
I
with
just
drinks
like it
because
so much better
So
than
the TFA Palm Deluxe, Pomegranate Deluxe, puts that middle.
all that body in there.
dude. It's
Is it? Does it make it any darker?
no.
Does it,
just
no,
fills
it just
out.
adds the body to it. It's still
Right,
as
like I
bright as
use
it
it,
is.
like I use it with the cranberry, the VSO cranberry.
Yeah.
When I make the soda, so the VSO cranberry, you get a lot of those good bright
Yeah,
cranberry stuffs, right? But
Yeah.
in a vape and a soda, you're not getting that middle.
that body. Yeah.
See,
See, that's why I like
Exactly.
that cranberry cocktail from Wonder Flavors for that.
Yeah,
that's
that
why
one-
I just got that. I'm
that's
gonna use
fantastic.
that and Swaggies together.
Thank you very much, Larry. Larry talked me into getting that flavor a while back.
No, that is a
Long while back.
wonderful concentrate.
That with Chris
so-
citrus soda, man.
Oh
my
god, that's a good combo.
Well,
Those
that's-
three
That sounds
together.
good.
so
That
here's the
sounds good.
secret, guys, is that's basically my cranberry soda.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It does.
The VSO cranberry, the TFA Palm Deluxe, the cranberry cocktail, the crisp citrus soda, a little bit of Flavor Express lemon.
Yeah.
Yep,
hell yeah.
yep. The Luffy lemon.
Lemon Express.
I'm excited. I want to get that ultimate lemon, man.
Yeah, and
I
then
need that shit.
And then just a few drops of WS
Fucking
23.
Hell yeah.
To bright,
it's-
bring it out.
it's-
Yep.
I live in an igloo, according to Dan, so I'm down with that.
All right.
Like I'm gonna release it soon. Like I've even been contemplating like
thing is killing me.
just releasing all of my stuff. Like, just-
Hey, he's ultimate.
Oh, ultimate
He's
great.
So ultimate.
So I
Dude,
was
Have you tried them yet, Dan?
no, but
Talk to me
They
about
just
the
got
ultimate.
just came in, didn't they?
Yesterday he had them.
Talk to me about the ultimate grape because I'm hearing words on the streets is that it's all great
off the
problems.
smell, so I have not mixed with any of them. But the French vanilla, I can't comment and compare to that with any comparison. But the ultimate grape and the ultimate lemon, the ultimate grape smells like FE grape, but more condensed and more potent and more flavorful, kind of like a grape juice or Kool-Aid. And then Effie lemon, I mean, sorry, whoopsie daisy. This the ultimate lemon is like it
You
smells
said
like
it's
a
like the
better. Yeah, it smells
Bonito.
exactly like Effie, but more condensed, more flavorful. So
Fuck
I'm
this, I'm out.
assuming
More condensed. Hold
they're
on.
better.
You have to
Oh,
hold on. You have to back that statement up.
Yeah.
So you're saying that it's more flavorful and condensed.
The Canadian invasion is complete.
Well, have a good night, everybody.
I already said
Yeah.
A
Night,
twice
sayonara,
today,
cha,
so
cha,
it's
cha,
gonna
much
happen
love.
more.
I know, Adam.
Just
It's going to be
open up.
worse now.
I do it all
more-
the time.
More
They're
flavor
fucking
and more
taking over,
condensed
man.
than Flavor Express Lemon.
I have to use Flavor Express Lemon Low. I find it overpowers.
I use.
That's what
I
Maybe
don't.
it's just
I
me.
don't use. It
I
at
have
one.
used it at 1 before, and I had people say, "No, don't do that." But in that recipe, it worked.
I
It
don't
depends
use
on the
it over
recipe.
one.
In some
Yeah,
recipes,
I
it
have a
doesn't
cookie
work high.
recipe that it's like full flavored at 1 with a bunch of other shit in it with cream filling and all
see if
kinds of
I can
stuff.
find
It's in
it.
there at 1,
Smells-
and it's definitely a lemon cookie.
It
Yeah, I
definitely
used
smells
it
like
in a
turned it
lemon
up.
cake, a simple lemon cake, and I should have put it at 0.5, not 1.
Yeah.
Oh wow, it just took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, it just killed me.
Well, and he's saying the flavor, the one that he's got, the ultimate, is more condensed than that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
intriguing to
I
me.
have it. I haven't used the ultimate lemon yet. I think I used the ultimate grape though. I'll have to look around.
See,
I
the
think I did.
ultimate grape, the ultimate grape has me.
Yes, I did.
So with the new aloe from Capella, like we now have like like a readily available aloe flavor. Like aloe grape is something that I fucking love. So if that is like grape drink with aloe, put me on board, sir. Put me on.
Pretty much.
Sign me the fuck up. Shit.
I wouldn't say it's more potent because I don't know yet, but it just like when sniffing the bottles next to each other, it smells exactly the same but more powerful.
Yeah, I used
But-
it in my grape jelly. A grape jelly recipe I made. It's good.
I'm about to do a grapple with it Wonder Flavors sweet and sour backing it up. And then I'm listening to you, Mr. Bob. I'm gonna use green apple Capella, which I haven't used in like a years or forever. I mean, this bottle's barely touched, so I'm gonna try and get a little stringency out of that, and then maybe I'll add some lemon just for the fuck of it.
Do you have
Because-
Flavora sour apple?
No, yes, but no, I don't want it here. I like this. What I want is Anton apple, but I can't have what I want, so I'm gonna use Capella's double apple because I just like how it tastes compared to other apples. It just tastes
Yeah.
like
It's
no fuck given apple.
it's a solid apple. Like,
It is.
I find
Yeah.
myself replacing Fuji apple with country apple.
Oh yeah.
The only
Yeah.
downside to country apple is a country apple vape is a country apple vape. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried warping it.
Apples.
It doesn't
Yeah,
warp
that's-
well. It doesn't bend well, but it's a good flavor.
It's a great flavoring. Like,
Yeah.
but whenever I find myself wanting a little bit of
I need a beverage.
a little pop of
meat.
citrus, I find myself going for the country apple a little more than the Fuji. The Fuji gets dry. Like if you're already at an inherently dry mix,
Yep.
the Fuji is just going to like
Suck all the moisture. Sucks all the moisture out of the room. Yeah.
yeah. So the country apples doesn't do that. So like the combination of double apple and country is like
Which he's not here, but that's Duchess's favorite combo of apples too.
that's a good combo. That's a,
Oh, double apple.
He doesn't have a. he
Well,
doesn't
you know
have a
that- you
favorite
know that,
combo of
Syphilis should-
apples. All he knows is.
I'm
cream,
pretty.
dude.
I'm
What
pretty
the
sure
fuck?
those are in his apple mix he sent you. I'm pretty sure both of those were in it.
it was good.
That's
Oh,
cap
Bob.
double apple.
Bob, so you know, Cassie's gonna get a gift on your behalf.
For who?
Chinese cooking for dummies.
Oh hell yeah!
I found the book.
Give me your Venmo, Dave. I got you. You grab it.
You know what'll happen? She'll throw
That
me
way
the
it
book
can
and say,
really
"Get
come from
cooking."
me.
She'll throw me the book and say, "Get cooking."
Well, dude, I'm still looking for egg rolls for dummies. You know, and I was in touch with the publishers. They said they were working on it. You know, they got for dummies for everything else. So, you know, egg
This is-
rolls got to come soon.
This is going to be the best $21 I've ever spent.
I told them to try to make it a coloring book if you can.
It's Chinese cooking for dummies. It's the as soon as I saw that, I was
Paint by
dying.
numbers. Paint by numbers.
Sifu, just so you know, that's the best $3 he ever spent American.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, we're talking about
Canadian.
this. Like for my birthday, I wanted ramen bad, and we were in Odessa, Midland area, and I looked up a place, and it was called Fun Noodle, and I see a guy hand making ramen noodles in this.
Nice.
Oh,
Wow.
I haven't had
I'm
those
like,
in
we're
years.
fucking going. Like, I don't care what. Like, my coworkers like, we're going. Like, I don't care if you like ramen or not. Going. And we got the tonkatsu black, and like, sure enough, man, that guy was in there rolling and
Yeah.
pulling and banging them, and then as he had the baskets in the water and like the whole thing. And I'm talking like 1/4-inch slabs of just no fat pork cutlets that were in that.
Nice.
Dude, it's so good. And it's like I've tried to make ramen and stuff at home, but
I
I don't-
attempted that. Ramen is not as easy as it sounds.
no, it's like
Egg
like-
rolls, no problem.
oh, yeah,
Ramen, no.
I've even struggled with egg rolls, Tim. Like
I mean, not egg noodles. What I meant to say. Egg noodles. Egg noodles. Egg noodles are easy, but
egg noodles like
but
I've tried
ramen,
to,
nope.
like the closest I've came to getting something good was like cold soba. Like you buy the soba noodles, you cook them,
Yep.
and you chip them, and you make some dipping sauce to put them in. That's the closest that I've been. Whatever they're doing in these places, these Chinese places and Japanese places, is just fucking blood magic. It's whatever. Like whatever they're doing in mall Chinese places, it can't. They're sucking the life force out of all the people at the mall, and then putting it into their food for it to taste that good. Like
That's what it is. It's infused with souls. Souls of the
infused with
innocent. Souls of the
of
innocent.
innocent.
Yes.
That's why it tastes so delicious. It's like there's no explanation because I had
That's
good Chinese.
that's why when the children walk by these Chinese places, they all of a sudden become tired and lethargic. It's because
Yeah.
they suck their soul out.
There's no, like I can't duplicate it. Like I've tried.
And this isn't meant to be like dissing on them. It's like somehow they put that in that noodle and it tastes delicious.
It's unbelievable. The
I
talent
know.
level.
I haven't had like handmade in so long, and they are just amazing. I don't think
Like
I've had it since I moved from New York.
Like it changed my perception of ramen. Like I don't think I've ever had like handmade ramen noodles before.
And I did the same thing. I watched him make it, and I went home. Oh, I can make that. Yeah, right.
No, you fuck no, you can't.
Yeah, right. Sure, I can.
Yeah, like homemade Chinese food. Fuck no. Like you go and get that. Here where the
Gotta get you up to Montreal, Tim. There's great ramen restaurants up here.
Are there? There's nothing around here.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing here.
There's everything
No,
here.
there's-
It's a foodie city, so you can get anything you want.
That is
There's
true.
nothing here either. I gotta get up to fucking Canada again, man. I loved it up there.
Can't partake in this. I live in Chicago. All kinds of shit here.
Yeah, Chicago was good food.
Hodgepodge of
That's
people
the
in big
farthest west
cities,
I've ever
man,
been is
yeah.
Chicago. So
Lots of good food here.
I was in
Whatever you
Wisconsin
want,
when I was
yeah.
a
Whatever you want.
little guy.
Philly actually has some good food too at some of the vendors too.
Oh
I
yeah!
like to-
Oh my god!
I
Philly
Am I the
has
only one?
amazing
If you go to a
restaurants.
city, I have found after staying in New York City for a year. Street
have a
vendors,
very
man. Street
authentic-
vendors are my favorite food in a city. They really are. They
We
make
could
some.
use more Korean
oh.
barbecue. Koreans, come to Chicago.
Until
More,
you see
please.
that they shit in a bag and keep
Only
it
thing we're
under
lacking.
the fucking.
Oh,
where
the
they store
farmers
their
market
food.
here a couple years ago had Korean barbecue at it. They stopped coming, and it's like, no, don't stop coming.
There's a
That's
couple
not that
places.
food.
Korean
but there's
barbecue,
just not enough.
Korean fried chicken is to die for.
dude, it's like
To die for.
fried chicken is my love language. And
Yeah, they do something to it.
Korean fried chicken is just like
Yeah. They're
Yeah, I used to
so
walk
good.
past a place all the time when was going to school downtown, and like they always had it like ready to go on the little warmer. And
I
would be
will.
like, oh god damn
Good
it!
job,
I'm gonna be late
good
for
job,
class to
Dave.
get that chicken right now.
Good
I will-
job, Dave. You
I will
know, if
stab you
Sifu
for
if Sifu were wearing
wonder if
pants,
that
he'd have to
person's
change
still
them right
there.
now.
Oh, my pants,
Probably doesn't
my
exist
pants are
anymore
getting
after
tight
COVID.
right now. They're getting tight.
Let's see.
Yeah, Korean fried chicken is my favorite.
Oh, it's the best.
It is good.
It's the best. It's the best.
Korean barbecue beef too. Is,
I'm pretty sure that place doesn't exist after COVID.
they know how to put flavors in it.
They were
that's for sure.
small.
Yeah, they're
Don't
very
see
good.
them on here anymore.
And it's not expensive. You can get a whole fried chicken, like the whole chicken fried, chopped up, for like, I think it's $15 for the whole thing.
Panda Express.
Cherokee saying Thailand has the best street food. I have seen. I've never been, but I love Thai food too. Anyway, Thai food's good.
You know what? It's good. I find that they use too many peanuts. It's always peanut something in Thailand.
You might be in trouble if you have a peanut
very-
allergy. Stay away from
Very
Thailand.
peanutty for sure.
And it's very complex curry in Thailand. Very complex. I like the peasant rice patty curry the Chinese do. You know, that's my favorite.
Like stinky fucking.
It doesn't need banana custard. There's no way you're saying it needs
Indian curry.
wanabana too. Wanabana.
Yeah, no. He needs the VTA banana custard.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Yep.
What do you mean?
It needs
Well,
it.
you
It
can't
needs,
see.
it needs
Well,
VTA, banana custard, and it needs a wanabana.
That's a 60 mil.
Banana.
That's a 60
No,
mil.
no, no. And then you put some soft banana. You put some soft banana in that banana custard, and you're looking at banana heaven.
Now they are working on their site, so cross your fingers. It's just rebranding, please, VTA. I'm sorry. They have too many flavors I can't live without.
I'm trying to make a violent pineapple.
I just watching some travel guy. He was in Eastern Africa, like in villages there, and their street food looked fucking fire. Like no joke. I'm not even kidding. I was like, damn, Uganda. Fucking
Cherokee.
don't even threaten me with a good time. I'll fucking come there, man. Ugandan women are beautiful too. Whoa, forget about it.
There's not many places in the world that doesn't have good street food.
Yeah, street food's like, I'm not kidding. If you're gonna get a cuisine that's local, typically, like if you go to Philly, you want a real Philly cheesesteak, there is no alternative to street food Philly cheesesteak. I don't even care about the ones they make in the restaurants and stuff. They're not as good as the street food version.
Yeah, there's families in my neighborhood who just like set up the slow cooker, set up a fucking table like in front of their front porch, put up a little fucking sandwich board sign in front, and they're like, tacos 3 for $10, you know?
I was
and
gonna
they
say,
just are fucking slinging Mexican food all day in front of their house, and
So
it's
good.
fucking delicious,
Yeah.
dude.
in
Because
New
it's
York
made by
City,
some little Mexican lady who's been doing it for 40 years.
in New York City, same thing. They have some great taco stands. They do it all right there. It's like, oh my god, those tacos are.
Yeah, these are not licensed or legit. That's
We
how you know
don't,
it's good.
we don't have Cajun street food.
Really?
That's not something we have. Like we everyone cooks, so restaurants don't do well. Cajun
Right,
restaurants
you
don't
just
do
get it
well
at
here.
home.
Yeah, they all make it. We all make it at home. It's like someone has etouffee or jambalaya or something. It's just not as good as the one that.
You can make it home.
Right. Even stuff like crab cakes or boiled crawfish. It's like we just do that ourselves. So
Love good
honestly,
crab
like
cake.
we don't have a lot of.
Is there gonna be a new meetup at Sifu's just for the food? Yeah. Okay.
My pulled pork was amazing.
Yeah, I love those street food. In Jamaica, I went to jerk chicken stand. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god, that's the thing is that I love street food.
Oh, so
But
good.
we just don't have it here. When we have taco trucks and stuff like that, we have they're called Rice Kings, and they'll do udon, like yaki udon, where they stir fry all the stuff in the udon.
That's good.
That's super tasty, but it's not Cajun food trucks.
Well, it's like going down south on that bike trip. I had those boiled peanuts. Oh my god, flavored boiled peanuts. I didn't know those existed in my life until I went down. I've tried some of the. You can't do the canned version. It's got to be fresh. That was so good.
Yeah, they're not as good out of a can. I've tried them out of the can, like
Yeah, nothing's just good out of a
traditional
can.
can, like can opener kind of can.
And you don't get that up here in the north. You don't get boiled peanuts like that. Those were so flavorful and good. I could make me hungry just thinking about it. They were so good.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Yeah, like there's no street jambalaya or gumbo. We just don't have that. Like there, like we have taco stands and a couple Asian stands, and then there's like sliders and stuff. But like, and they're just trucks. They're just food trucks. It's not like a street vendor where you just go and like walking down the street.
Like a little cart, someone with a little cart or whatever.
Someone with a little hot dog cart. It was like the best hot dog I've ever had.
Absolutely.
Was a a little cart off the side of the street.
My neighbor up here does it. I have a neighbor right up above me does that. Goes around all the fairs, has all the different carts of fried dough and all the different ones.
My
and
neighbor
on
across the street has a food truck.
normal weeks, he always goes down and parks in a parking lot in Springfield, Vermont, and parks there and just sells food all day long. Does all kinds of like sausage and patties and stuff, but he does it his own way, and the food is better because it's cooked. They learn how to cook it, and they cook it so often they can do a better job than we can do at home most of the time.
Yeah, like there's no food ass street vendors. I go to my grocery store. It's
I wonder if his food truck
Yeah,
is in
the
my
problem is
street
food
view.
trucks up here are very expensive. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, like there's one restaurant, Au Pied de Cochon, the pig's feet. Oh my God, is it ever good?
Yeah, food trucks are expensive, but they also got to remember up here, they have to replace those food trucks every few years, and it costs a lot to replace. They rust out up
Food
here.
truck guy's van. That's where he lives, right there.
Yeah,
right
I'd be knocking on that guy's door. Hey, bro, I'm hungry.
Hook me up.
Yeah, he
You
does
got it.
Mexican. Like he does. I think they do tacos, enchiladas, and burritos. But then he also does like hot dogs, pretzels, and hamburgers too. And then I think he has soft serve as well. And he just goes and chills at like the park district for. When
I've never done it to this
and
guy.
they're just soccer games all day with like
dude.
all these parents and all these little shorties. Mommy, hamburguesa, por favor. And they're like, okay, honey. So yeah.
I haven't done it, but
My
I've been
block
so
looks so
tempted to
quiet in
bug
this
him.
picture.
He says, "You got leftover food? Let me know." I'm tempted to do it, but I have a feeling he like cooks to order pretty much. So
So this puddle that happens in front of my house when I water the lawn is usually like a haven for little baby birds. There's like 20 of them bathing in it, all cute, like flapping their wings, and they were like, hey, look what I'm doing. I was like, ah! I wanted to just sit there and watch them.
I went out
My
today
neighbor
and
walked past. He was walking the dog, and he was like, what you doing, Adam? I was like, watching the birds. And he's like, oh, all right.
I got a video today of a duck in my pond, hanging out in my pond.
Want to hear a crazy story? We got a wild turkey at work. It keeps circling the building all day long, and it only pecks at the doors. Doesn't peck at the windows, at the door. So it's like a 2.5 foot tall, ugly bird trying to get in the building all day long.
Wow.
Are you sure it's not a coworker that you don't know very well?
Yeah, do you want to get stuffed and fried, because that's how you get stuffed and fried.
Exactly.
You want to end up like that Arby's?
Yeah. That's how you get stuffed and fried, bro. Pecking around my shit, I will wring your neck and fry you up.
My old drummer from band number 2 was actually in an Arby's commercial and has a speaking line.
Oh, cool.
And every couple of years, somebody finds the clip and reposts it to him on Facebook. He's like, I will never escape that, man. Because he's like, this sandwich is tasty or something like that, like real overacting, because, that's what they expect of you.
Yeah.
So, he's like, they're like, more, Leonard, more. They wanted, he's like, he like really puts it all into it. And of course, that's the cut that made it in the commercial.
Yeah, of course.
So
I
the
feels
black
better
guy
than
chomping down on a fucking roast beef sandwich.
It's
Since
better
we
than
don't-
it's better than those Quiznos commercials back in the day with the little fuzzy things. I was like,
Mm-mm.
Oh God, I remember that.
They are not cool.
At least it wasn't that commercial.
Yes.
Well, we're talking street food and everything, and that's kind of an interesting thought I want to run by you guys. Obviously, we don't really mix a lot of savories. So, like desserts, do you guys ever have any street food or quick stop places, desserts specific to your area that you really love?
Lemon lush.
Beaver
It's
tails.
not specific to this area.
Beaver
but
tails are
lemon
good.
lush.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which is
beaver tails.
fried dough, basically, but yeah,
Yeah.
beaver tail.
Yeah, there's like two that are, but they're not specific, but they're just specific to Hispanic neighborhoods.
And I
One
think that would be an easy
churros.
one to do a vape for.
Yep.
So right down the block, you can get churros from the little supermercado La Cienega, and then paletas, which are like Mexican ice cream bars,
Ooh.
which come in two varieties, which are like, they use real fruit in them too, so they always have like real chunks of fruit. And there's like the ice versions, which like are just like an ice bar, you know, with fruit in it. And then there's like the creamy versions that use fucking milk in them, so you can get like a creamy, like a milky lime fucking or milky watermelon ice cream bar, and like so much so that they have fucking seeds in them sometimes. Like they're
Milky
so good,
watermelon
though.
ice cream.
Yeah, and it's just like a little,
Damn.
it's always like a little 50-something or 60-something-year-old Mexican dude pushing like a little fucking refrigerator on wheels, basically. It's like a little
That
cart. And it has
sounds
jingle,
really
jingle
good.
bells. And
That
like, yeah,
does
we got
sound really
paletas.
good, doesn't it?
Dude, they have like so many different
vanilla
flavors.
ice cream with watermelon. Mm.
It's so good. It's
Bob,
like
which
creamy,
watermelon would
milky,
you use? We already
like,
know.
It's like the smoothest ice cream ever.
I didn't
Like,
use
it's so
watermelon
good.
around tonight. I just made a cranberry
It's almost
watermelon
like a
soda
gelato.
and used SSA double watermelon.
We
Oh
got-
yeah, but that's more of a watermelon juice for me.
Yep, that's what I wanted. Yep.
Yep.
That's what I
We
wanted to
have,
mix with the cranberry layer.
We do have a beignet truck. So
Ah,
there's a beignet truck that parks
here we
at the
go.
grocery store down the road.
With like cinnamon and sugar on them.
Well, no, there's no cinnamon. So it's basically like biscuit dough. Like
Oh,
like you can make
I'm not
we
sure
call
I'm
them
audio
poodoo beignets, where you take biscuit dough like from a can and you flatten it out and then you just fry it.
Oh,
Then you
okay.
put powdered sugar over it.
That sounds like a beaver tail.
Yeah, it's just
These guys.
it's just fried biscuit dough. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Oh, he passed away.
This guy did, yeah. He was apparently. I remember when this story was viral too. He was like fucking 90 or 80 or something doing it still. They're always old dudes, I swear.
But that's ice cream, like
Yeah,
homemade
it's
ice.
a little
Oh,
refrigerated
God.
fucking cart. It's got like dry ice or something in it. It has to. But
That
yeah,
just sounds
he has
so
like one
good.
side has the ice ones, and the other side has the milk based ones, and it's
Yeah.
just like a stack of them in there of like fucking 20 different.
Sometimes they're on bikes. Around here, they're always
flavors.
on
Yeah.
bikes.
Yeah. Some of the younger dudes will have the ones that have a bike attached to them. Yep,
Hey.
they're fire.
Go away,
Inflation
Paige.
keeps hitting them though. They used to be a buck back in the day,
go
and it was
away.
so nice. You just be out in a boot.
So you got
Fucking
similar
grab one for a
similar
buck.
ones there, Daniel, where you live? Similar.
Las
Style.
paletas.
Oh, I'm jealous.
I
That
mean,
actually sounds delicious.
Yeah,
I
that
never
sounds
get
really,
them
really good.
just because, like, I don't know, they're sketch. I never
Oh, they're
tried.
fucking
it,
delicious, dude.
But like, we get like tons of ice cream trucks, and then we get the people on the bikes, and then since we're nearest DC, we got food trucks up the butt. But
That's true.
I don't always eat them though. I mean, I don't know. It's just it depends. I like if it's like South American food, I'm gonna get it. But pretty much anything else in a food truck, if it ain't barbecue, I don't want it.
At the right time of year, we get these places that pop up everywhere. They sell all these cookies, and they got these little girls that are selling them in these
Yeah,
little
like those
uniforms.
trucks- Those trucks always disappoint.
That's about what we
because
get
it's
around
like,
here,
where's
Dave.
The burritos? Where's the burritos? Where's the breakfast burritos? Where's
Oh, breakfast
French
burrito.
fries, burger? Where's the unhealthy stuff? Why are we eating cookies? I'm trying to
Bobby-
have lunch.
Bobby lost your job.
Well, Adam, you'll like this. There is a poutine truck out here.
Ooh.
So they'll do like fries, and they'll do but then they'll do like gumbo over the top of
Oh.
the fries, or they'll do like eggs Benedict
Interesting.
over the top of the fries.
Huh.
That sounds pretty tasty. Eggs and potatoes are fucking delicious no matter how you put them together.
Yeah.
It's like fried dough or beaver tails. Those are the things you would get up here in the north.
Yeah,
I don't know about Paul. Do you have anything
there is
else?
there is a poutine truck and there is a beignet truck.
Paul's a beaver tail.
You know, but for desserts like sweet stuff,
Beignet, baby, closest.
yeah.
Lemon lush, man. It's not something that's specific to this area, but
God, Chicago isn't even that far
I
south.
always grab it.
It's like pretty even. It's like, damn, why do you guys
Pretty
have
far
such?
north, actually.
I know, and I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
north,
If
yeah.
you look at
Well-
the map.
yeah, and you got like that. I want some of those damn creamsicle things. I want some. Those sound good.
Paletas. Deliciosas. Yeah, they're fucking
think-
tasty.
Remind me if I make it over there ever, Adam. Remind me to grab
All
some
you
on
gotta
there.
do is sit in my house for
Oh, you can
on
get
a
some
hot
in,
day
like, New
for
York.
longer than 10
They're
minutes. You'll hear
everywhere.
jingle, 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 jingle. There's like fucking 10 of them that are around this neighborhood.
If I make
They
it, if I
just
make it to
go
Chicago,
everywhere.
I'm going for that thin crust pizza that at that restaurant that I forget the name of. It's
A thin crust in
yeah,
Chicago.
the
Yeah.
thin crust pizza.
That's the
It's
wrong
famous.
pizza to
Dave,
get if
they
you're
do
coming
their
here.
pizza
Famous.
upside down. They're weird, but it's good.
If you're coming here, you gotta get one of these.
I'm not a huge fan of deep dish. My
Oh,
wife
come
makes
on.
it. It's really good, but I prefer thin
I'm
crust.
not a fan of deep dish, but when I was in
Pans.
Chicago and I had their deep dish, it's one of those things that they do locally way better than you get anywhere else.
Look at that.
So I think
my
I know how to do it.
I'm a cheese person though, so.
But it's very much like the Philly cheesesteak in Philly is completely different to what you get, even if you make it yourself. The deep dish in Chicago is just like the cheese is just, oh my God. It's basically eating a cheese pie. Hot cheese
Yeah, it
pie.
is. It's a cheese pie with sauce on, with like a layer
Yeah.
of sauce on top. Yep, that's what it is. Good. I always get pepperoni in mine too.
I've given up hope. I'm doing 100 milliliter recipe testers from now on, and
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
just gonna
recipes.
assume it's gonna go right. And just do it.
What could go wrong then?
Nothing goes wrong. Nothing
share
has
mine,
gone
'cause I
wrong.
forgot.
Nothing
It
goes
just might
wrong.
be a day.
He uses the same 10 ingredients in different orders, so it always goes wrong.
Not this time. This
Here's
time
mine. It's
I'm
overly
I'm
complicated.
Yeah, you remind me of Mitch. Like he's never had a bad recipe. He's like, oh, I'm gonna make a. This is a live show, and I've never made this before. I'm gonna make a 120.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking delicious.
Yeah.
Fun fact, that used to be my nickname in
gonna
my
be
first
good.
bar band I was ever in because there was a drummer from another band who didn't know what my name was. And he just thought my name was Mitch for some reason. So for like a year or two, he called me Mitch because that's what he thought my name was. And then other people in his crowd would call me Mitch. And they all
Big
thought
love
my
to you,
name was
Mitch, by the way, if you do watch. Yeah.
And they found out my name was Adam, and they're like, "What?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So when I run into these people after years of not seeing them, like once in a while I'll run into them. They're like, "Hey, Mitch." I'm like, "No, Mitch
I'm
is
not Mitch, bro.
fucking dead." Mitch was like a waste of space alcoholic. Adam's much cooler than him.
You guys want to watch me develop this shit?
Yeah, let's watch this.
Yeah, why not?
What happened? Tim, share mine if you wish.
Yeah, okay. I'll share this quick.
Share
and
it as
then
well,
we'll
I
have
think.
you do it.
It should be public. I don't know though. Fucking.
It's public. It's public.
I
Oui,
think
oui.
these
Oui,
are the
parfait.
right flavors.
Yep.
Oui, oui,
oui,
parfait.
Yep, oui, oui, parfait. It's up.
Say it with French accent. Oui, oui,
Oui,
parfait.
oui, parfait.
Oui, oui, parfait.
Okay.
This is an overly
Paul,
complicated
Paul, you gotta help
recipe.
me. You gotta help me speak this right, Paul. We know you're the expert.
But I did that on purpose, mostly.
No idea, buddy.
So I'm gonna break it down into its components. Why all these stupid things are in this recipe. So the yogurt is Edible Malfunctions yogurt base, which is creamy yogurt at 1% from Cap, 4% yogurt from Flavor West F4, and the Madagascar Vanilla Classic from FA at 1. That's the yogurt base. So I just started slapping shit on top of that. I wanted it to be boysenberry for sure, so we got Flavor boysenberry at 1.5, and then we got boysenberry raspberry from Wonder Flavors to give it a little sharpness, and then boysenberry raw from Swag to give it a little deepness. It just kind of gives you a full, hopefully, full boysenberry situation. With dark berries, I always like to add a hint of lemon. So FE lemon is in there to fucking spruce that whole situation up. And then for the separation, I wanted yogurt and kind of a granola with the boysenberries. So the granola is going to hopefully be created by the oatmeal from Swag at 3, the AP for extra crunch at 1/4, and then baked honey oats cereal from 1-on-1, which is all baked honey and no oats, hence the Swags at 3. And then more honey from Wonder Flavors, a drop. Sweeten the taste.
Yeah, honey one for Wonder Flavors at
It'll take
low
you half
percentage
an
does
hour.
not go.
Yeah, that's why I haven't made it.
It's gonna take you fucking half an hour to make
There's
that
way too
shit.
many ingredients in
Not
this,
even
and then
get the ingredients just to mix it. And you're gonna be sitting there for. It's like a fucking. It's like Dave's.
I'm making this one though.
Dave's fucking
Yeah,
Kinder
like-
bar again.
Yeah, that's
This
all
one's
I
a
ate.
priority.
I gotta get
Well,
that baked honey oats.
It
that
looks
sounds like-
baked. It looked like if it works, it could be really good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It sounds
It
good.
could be a muddled mess, but it could
It
be
probably
really
will
good.
be, but hopefully we'll get separation. That's why in
Yeah.
my comments I wrote
Hey.
attempting to get separation. We'll see after
I
Steve.
think you'll have. I think you'll have
McDucky has a
separation
question in
between
chat.
the boysenberry.
McDucky has a question in chat.
McDucky has a question in chat.
McDucky.
Okay.
I'm
McDucky.
curious
I missed
to
it.
see what'll happen to it.
I missed
I'll
it.
let
In
Steve for
in
3
Intense.
In a where a
decide.
tiramisu, what's the percentage would you
Oh.
use in the mix?
Oh
I've
god,
never
it's been a little while since I mixed with it. Let me check a
Inawera
second.
makes a
Let's
tiramisu.
get, yeah, it's delicious.
That's how I.
I've never.
Oh wait a
used
minute,
that.
Inawera. Wait a minute, Inawera. No, SSA has tiramisu.
No, SSA's good
And
apparently.
FA has
Yeah.
one too.
I haven't-
Which
I
is
don't-
like all dark.
I think I had the
coffee.
Inawera, but I don't know.
I don't have that one.
You guys
I
did
don't have it.
tiramisu.
Have I used
episode,
it?
Didn't you guys?
Yeah, no, no, it was the new release thing we did the tiramisu on.
Okay, Addy answered the question, kinda.
There he goes.
I would go on ELR and look at where.
That's
other
exactly
people
what
have
Addy
used
did.
it, and then see how old those recipes are, and if they're like from 2017, maybe drop that percentage a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would.
it could
I
be-
would.
You can get away with mixing a little lower nowadays than what
Yeah.
ELR
Yeah.
is.
Well, the
trending
thing
on.
is that a lot of those single mix recipes were just they were trying to find where it baked
Absolutely.
by itself.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, tiramisu, one flavor.
Wait,
Oh,
wait a
yeah,
minute.
I mean,
wait a minute. We got
I
the
did
member
that
of the
with
Polish
TFA
Mafia
apple
here.
pie when I first started mixing. I was like, all right, 15% of this will be a
Said
full
he
apple pie. It
Daniel,
was
Daniel,
not.
it's Inawera. We know you know the answer to this, Daniel.
I mean, I don't have it, but I'll just give you a little hint or a little like, I don't know, information. Is a lot of companies specialize in stuff, and I don't think Inawera. Sorry, biscuit lovers. I don't think Inawera
Like
excels
Swag's
at
butter cookie better than the
desserts.
biscuits.
Bakery.
No.
Yep.
No.
Within the last like 5 years. If you get like the 2012 Yes Sweet Cheesecake and like 2014 biscuit, it's okay. But I think they excel at shishas and like
Booze.
candies and real
Except
stuff.
for shisha
with
banana.
fruits.
What
Yeah.
happened there?
Their
Everything's
boozes-
fruit.
Well, their boozes are good too.
I like their tobaccos though.
Their tobaccos are good.
I'm one of the few that does. I like FE's tobaccos too. I'm a sucker for sweet tobacco.
No, FE's tobaccos are good.
Yeah,
I like
Inaware is a
sweet
little
tobacco,
bit
too.
too authentic sometimes, but I like that they give you the option to go either completely authentic elitist tobaccoist or just kind of sweet.
FE's
Elitist.
555 is really good.
Yeah, the fives. I like the fives.
See, but I can't do that, Bob.
Elitist.
It's in the contract, you know. We don't play around at the Polish Mafia.
I hear you.
SSA already.
I do like the warm custard from Inuera.
Warm.
The warm custard. It's pretty. It's
Yeah, I have that. It's good.
It's pretty.
Isn't
good.
that FTA, VTA, right?
Is it? I thought
Mixed
that
warm
was-
custard. I think
I thought that was Inuera.
Inaware
Check.
just makes regular custard.
I have the regular
And-
custard.
That's it.
Inuera.
Yeah, warm custard. I feel like is somebody else.
Vape
Yeah,
train.
Warm
Yeah,
custard,
warm custard.
vape train, I believe.
VTA.
Yeah.
It's
Is it
VTA,
really?
isn't it?
Smooth custard is Capella. That's what my brain went to initially. Man, that's a nice setup there.
Yeah, warm custard is VTA.
You see
Yeah,
how
my
he
bad.
has them. You see how he
My
has the
bad.
bottles. They can't move around. Like he has like a little grid system there. Oh, I'm jealous. Look at that.
That, yeah.
Nice little
Yeah.
fishing box.
Yeah. Hey, you were supposed to let us know where we could get those. You never did.
Yeah, that was 6 months ago.
I know. I know,
They're on
Sifu.
Amazon. They're on
Yeah,
Amazon.
you told us that, but we
Yeah,
told you we couldn't
listen,
find them, so we didn't know what to look for.
Just
you
fishing.
look
No,
for,
look up fish bait, right?
It's
Lure.
they're for cosmetic bottles. They're for fingernail polish bottles.
And the fit 30 ml bottle fitted it, right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
These are all 30s. Now they
Okay.
don't fit VSO.
No,
No,
it's
the VSO's
too
a
fat.
little. Yeah.
They're a little too
A little
fat.
fatter. Yep.
Like, I have
Yeah,
to put-
Shane's got a big butt.
Did you just hear that, Shane?
I gotta put my VSOs in one of these guys. You know,
The cover doesn't even stay on.
it doesn't. I have to push it down. But I have between 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these. I have 500 concentrates in them.
The
I got
jury's
a whole
still out on
ton.
that tobaccos here for me. I'm still starting to learn to mix with them. Daniel's the one that's mixed with them the most, I
well-
think, or maybe Sifu.
Well, if you want a good cheap tobacco, you get that the Wonder Flavors Ruyan.
Well, that's good.
Custard, yep.
Yeah, I've used that. That's really nice. It's
That's
nutty.
nice.
It's very
Nice.
nutty, I
And
find.
then if you put a little red burley on top of this, sir, that is about my tobacco for Baby Come Back.
Yeah, but he's talking about naturally extracted tobaccos like the Sticks Mix.
Oh yeah, I've tried those. They're a little too sharp for my taste.
I haven't had a mix I put public with them yet because I'm still. They don't mix the same as other tobaccos. They are a little bit.
They're
They kind of separate a little. There's a separation. You can do a tobacco
Well,
parfait.
well, if it's NET, then there's a little bit of oils, and they do tend to separate. So, but I find that for my taste, Baby Come Back is basically Ruyan and just some red burley, Flavora, red burley over the top of that, and you are good to go. Or another good combination is the double RY4 with some red burley, and that's a tasty. I'm not the biggest RY4 fan, but that is a good for people that don't like tobaccos. They'll like those.
I've been looking for
Glory's
RY8.
Glory's
Any
another one.
Jungle flavors.
Jungle flavors? Okay.
Flavor
That's
jungle.
theirs.
But that's
Glory-
just sweeter.
Yeah,
Well, and if you wanna get-
Glory is a nut peanut, but it is as it steeps, it gets a little more of the tobacco flavor, but it's still so mild. It's a nice entry level one.
Yeah,
A
if
lot
you
of
want to
nutty
get hard,
Mullenberry ones too.
yeah, if you want to get hardcore, then you start looking at Black Notes stuff like the Cavendish or their Turkish, like
I love Turkish tobacco.
they're like Black Notes Cavendish.
I mean,
I have,
single flavor testing sticks as far as the NETs. The one they're good. I just they're not easy to mix with.
They're not easy, bro. Like they're not hard. Like they're very very difficult. Like for me, whenever I first was breaking into vape, like my first flavor that hit with me was Cosmic Fog's Milk and Honey. All right, and then soon after that, I wanted a tobacco, so
That was a huge liquid, man. Everybody
yeah.
went nuts over that.
All right,
years.
so here's what got me. Like it was still too sweet for my taste,
Yeah.
but I
Night
ended up getting
Kerplop.
I got some Black
Night
Note.
Plop.
I think it's Black Note Sonata is the Cavendish,
Yeah.
and I put some of that Black Note Sonata into that Milk and Honey from Cosmic Fog, and that was it. Never another cigarette since.
Hell yeah. That
Nice.
sounds like a fantastic mixture right there.
Well, what it did is that it knocked out the sweetness from
Yeah.
that Milk and Fog, and
Mhm.
and then sharpened the tobacco, and it was something that was familiar but also different. And it was just an all-day vape for me, and it was just like I'd buy the Sonata, and I'd buy the Milk and Honey, and
Nice.
I would mix them 50-50. I'd get another bottle, I'd pour half, and then pour half. And that was my off of a Smock Alien and Baby Beast.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I
Had a
remember
baby
that
beast.
fucking
I've had a
alien.
whole bunch of
shit.
baby beast tanks, a bunch of them. Yeah.
Ripping shit. Just ripping.
Those coils had pretty good flavor on them, from what I
Oh, yeah, pretty
remember.
banging. They were pretty
I
banging.
remember. I mean, I was vaping like very over-flavored commercial juice probably through those tanks at the time. I think I just started mixing when I had that. But I remember like the Skittles juice that I had tasted really good out of that baby beast.
Oh yeah. And then I
Whatever they were,
bought a,
I have
Five ohm coils or
I have the
something like that.
I have the RBA section for the baby beast actually.
yeah.
Oh, see, that would have been great. I never had that.
So,
Oh,
and then
they're
I,
miserable to build.
Oh,
I moved on from
they
that.
taste good, but they're
Miserable to build.
yeah.
First of all,
Then
you need to grab the Hubble telescope out of space to see
Oh,
anything.
I mean, I'm used to that. I used to rebuild my fucking Kanger EVODs and Kanger Pro tanks.
that's harder than the.
It's like It's like I think it was a 1.8 millimeter inner diameter coil you'd have to build to put in there.
God.
With
and be careful
30
not to
gauge
over
wire.
tighten. The thing with the RBA is they were really easy to over tighten and break. You'd strip out the whole screw hole, so you had to be real careful.
Yeah, that was the tiniest thing ever. So I actually learned how to build in like very small microcoils,
yeah. My first are
like 2013,
my first
You're
are
taunting me, Dan?
2012.
See, now Mowgli mentioned that they work for the Geek Vape Cerberus tanks, but that's the funny thing. We found that the Baby Beast tanks, using the Geek Vape Cerberus tank coils, was an improvement over the Baby Beast, using them instead. So you could get that. That was
Alerts.
yeah. I think my first RDA was a cosmonaut, original cosmonaut.
Oh, that was a cool little RDA too.
I'm a cliche little stereotype. Mine's was the drop and
Ah.
dead rabbit. Or no, sorry, drop and dead rabbit.
Yeah. So you
we had
were
those.
you were broke into those real long wicks. Real long wicks sticking down to the bottom of those guys.
I've been enjoying
The
this
profile,
RDA
remember
for
those?
V2. An RDA for vape and V2.
Oh, that's my that's like my almost it's like my A number 2.
Hey. Oh, look,
Matchy,
we're
matchy.
kind of matchy. Whoa. That's kind of weird. Green and black and white.
Yeah, my A number 1 is the Reload X. I had it.
That one's good, but I couldn't. Once I tried my friends and I couldn't.
I just
once
got a
tried
Reload
it-
X.
Where did you get it? Authentic or clone?
It's a real one, but I got it off. I bought a topside.
Oh, that's
basically
right,
brand
you
new
just got it. Yep,
topside,
that's
and
right.
the guy sent me a free Reload X RDA.
Oh man, that doesn't help me
nice.
whatsoever. Thanks,
Nope.
Bob.
Yep, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's A
If you
number-
want it, dude, I'll send it to you. I
He
don't.
got it.
vape
He
dual
got it from a
coil,
guy. Hey, I
Yeah,
pulled
that's,
this out of mothballs the
If you
other
don't want
day.
it.
Yeah, if you want it, I'll
And
send
I
it.
will
Not alone,
say-
Mr.
I don't-
Intense. Awesome.
I don't vape dual coils, and when I do, I'll use my Kennedy.
Still have one
I pulled the
somewhere.
I have a
Neutron-
couple good RTA.
I pulled the
dual
Neutron
coil
out of
RTAs.
mothballs the other day. I
where
can't
it's-
believe how good this still stands up with your with desserts. This is delicious.
I got a question for the panel. All right, so I haven't been here in a while. Your flavor reference RDA. Tim, Joe,
Hadley.
Hadley, Adam.
Whatever. I honestly, I don't have one. It's like I vape 3 RDAs pretty much all day. They're all dual coil, big airflow things. Like, so yeah, it's basically, it doesn't matter to me.
Okay. Dave, what's your reference?
I use Steam Craves.
So RTA is for you when you're
Yep.
making new stuff,
Yep.
all right?
So yeah, I
And-
guess the drop would be my definitive answer. Like, that's probably the one that I probably am the most familiar with what shit
All
tastes
right.
like.
Excellent. Daniel?
I use the Citadel because people bitch, but I prefer the Wasp.
Okay. Canadian Vapor. Go.
He
I'm
uses
just-
sub-ohm tanks.
Sub-ohm.
Sub-ohm tanks. And Bob, what about you?
I prefer the Bushido V3,
Bushido.
but I also like the Citadel is good too. But the Bushido has purer flavor, and it pulls out the top notes a little more in flavorings and liquids
I
than
got you.
Citadel does.
My Citadel's my second, and then
BP
the third
mods,
would be
man,
the,
they make some
that.
fucking incredible atomizers.
But if we're talking dual,
my
I think an
reference-
RDA.
My reference RDA is the nitrous
Nitrous,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
That's a
I
good
have
one.
nitrous.
and the Reload S. the Reload S and the Nitrous, because they have enough airflow for me to. It bridges the gap between small guy and big guy.
Yep.
You know?
So I
get
think
a
you'd
good-
like this then, Sifu, and Dan too, for a single coil. The Blaze Solo, man. It's like a original recurve with more
Yeah.
airflow, smoother and better flavor.
Yeah.
It's exactly what it is.
There you go.
I
So
just-
you just got to break out the Moonshot and Wicket right, and the Moonshot's a good flavor banger. And
I
it,
wanted to
it
know
still
that,
hasn't
Brad.
leaked
Piece of
yet.
shit.
It still hasn't leaked yet.
You
Like
probably
Steve-
just stuffed half the tank full of cotton, dude.
Yeah,
Don't
so-
lie.
No, I used the Mike Vapes
That's a
version.
prop. That's
Mike-
a fucking prop.
Mike Vapes
so-
version of how to Wicket. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah. Like my wife's favorite tank was the Intake Dual, and then she just broke enough of them where I couldn't find them anymore.
Ours was the Horizon Tech, the Falcon.
the Falcon.
one's a good one.
He made the Blaze RTA, the dual coil one, to replace that Sifu.
Yeah.
And that one's really
And a
good.
Nova,
I don't
yeah.
vape a
Nova
lot of
too.
dual coil
Yep.
shit, but
Well, the problem with that
No,
one for
too.
me is that my wife is a mod and tank wrecker,
yeah.
and that only comes in a bubble tank.
Mhm.
Anything with a bubble tank, she's going to break immediately.
Vape band. Put a vape band over it.
And if we want to go
Oh,
old
yeah, I have
school,
some vape bands
old
still.
school, this
Put a
was a
vape
flavor
band right
banger.
over it, man.
The Griffin tank. The Griffin tank was good.
Oh my god, the Griffin was incredible. I love
Still
that.
is,
thing.
still
There
is.
was one here.
Or
There was one
the
liquid I
avocado. The avocado.
There was one
Avocado.
expensive liquid I bought. It was some crazy apple bakery thing, and
Double vision.
like an apple strudel.
I have a double vision from Addy
And
too.
that is all I vaped that liquid out of. Tim was the
That-
Griffin.
Was that
You know what?
Imturk's?
I'm ordering the Wasp V2 because you guys keep trying to get me on
Oh,
this little condensed
Do it!
airflow. and I'm
this used
getting
to be my
airflow back
flavor
screwed
banger.
Right
up.
here, Dan. This isn't condensed. This
Is
is
that a
open
drop?
as
the
fuck.
barrage. The barrage
Oh.
used to be my
30
flavor banger.
Bucks. China
actually
is getting
still got
my
decent flavor.
$13.50.
I tell you, I'm enjoying
I had a clone Mowgli.
the Tripod 2.
Fine.
The Tripod 2 is a banger.
I have the GT.
And Sifu, if I'm testing for a sub-ohm tank like flavor for somebody, I use the profile.
Yeah, that'll give you that. And then the GT4.
What
GT4 is my favorite tank.
I have the GT5.
Yeah. Oh,
Typhoon GT5.
Tim, for that profile, pick up wire optim extreme mesh strips. They go 80
yeah, I already got
watts.
them. I already got them.
Okay,
That's what's in there.
they're good.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't do mesh in
But for
RDA,
tank is this is my
RTA.
daily banger. The
in a
GT4.
sub ohm tank. Mesh works, but
This
for
has
me in
little
an
baby mesh
RDA
coils
and
in
an
it.
RTA, I just can't do it.
How do
I
people
don't know.
order vape stuff nowadays? That is so
mean?
sad to say. How do people do this?
Cross
Online?
Websites.
I have to go.
Right
I have
here,
to go
Dan.
across state lines apparently because now no one's shipping
How
to
to
me for
stop.
some
There's a
reason.
couple
Dan.
stores that still send to me.
2F deal? Okay.
Dan, our
I don't order
chat,
from China.
Our chat.
My credit card got
Zoom
fucked
chat,
last time I ordered
Brian.
from China.
Yeah, join his Facebook group, Dan.
Let me
Just
see.
message him.
I do
Yeah,
have
$5
a,
shipping anywhere.
Honestly,
I do-
dude,
I
it's
do
like
have
what
a account with Health Cabin.
That's just a wicking material. It actually works good for a wicking material.
yeah.
So
If you know
I'm
how to
happy
do it.
keep this.
Don't go by the way Nick did it because Nick actually had those things so unbalanced. He had that so unbalanced. There's no. I knew that one was going to fail. Last time he did it.
Genesis
me,
were
though, I
fun
think-
and horrible.
The how I'm getting my gear these days is secondary market or it's something that I really, really want and don't mind spending new price. It'll be through Vape Mart. They'll ship to you if you put the stork in your cart.
I drove to New
It's
York.
basically waiting for lists. I have an unknown in a Boro, and then I have Omega, an Omega in a Boro. But I've only
What was it?
I had several, but I just have the Harpy and the Orca these days. These are the only two that I have.
And then there's make your own. That's always an option.
Yeah.
I have 2 pulses. And a billet box that needs the chip soldered onto.
Yeah, but that's it. You've seen all my gear. I have a V2, which is so good. A Reload X, a couple of nitrous for flavor testing. I do have a Karma, which is a great mission Karma. You can get
That's
those.
a good little single coil RDA.
I've got a bunch of Derringers. Those are still really good flavor testers too.
Yeah. But then I have the Tripod 2 and the GT4.
Your lips are basically sitting on the coil of the fucking Derringer.
You can
That's
taste
why it's
all
got good flavor.
Yeah,
It's it's all spit back, Tim.
Put
That's
some
all the
your mind
wasp is for me with that giant fucking braid that I have in there. I have to use a 510 drip tip, which I have like 3 of.
Bob, you put mind your own
They all
business
go on
coils
this.
in there. Oh boy, it doesn't have to
Your
take
mouth's
long.
on fire. That whole fucking thing will like melt.
It gets a little
Fucking
warm.
melt metal.
And then I like my my Orion 2. This is a banger. It's so good. And then a Cross 3 Mini. And then when I'm working, I get these Lost Marys or the Turk. The Homeboy disposables go to me with work. You know.
The Royal Hunter Mini. There's another one, same size. Same size,
What a
same
dumb
flavor.
name.
Very happy with how that mix turned out. That cranberry watermelon soda.
Mm.
I
But
thought,
if you-
I thought Daniel used an RDA for vaping.
V2.
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 That's what he uses on a squonk. Yep.
Yeah, he uses it for
Franken?
yeah.
The V2 has solved like I had big problems with the one.
We've got an ad break going on here. Dave's cats
like the
are
B1.
mentioning the fact apparently they're having shipping problems going across the line. But if you're in Canada, they can ship to you.
Yeah.
But if you live in Pennsylvania, apparently there's some kind of shipping issue.
They're good
Somehow
ninjas.
that
They
cat
can
said all
smuggle
of
it
that by
across.
just showing its butthole to the camera.
Do not
Yep.
eat my
They're good ninjas. They can just
Our
smuggle
deals
it
are the
right
shit.
crawl through drain pipe, pop out on the other side. You know,
Why are you so bad?
Tommy
they're like
What
the
up, Tommy?
cartel. They have their
Tommy
own
with a
tunnel
V.
system.
and Mister Intense.
Extreme and intense.
You can't do the intense loud though. He's not capitalized at all. Mister Intense.
That's why I was kind of.
Intense. Yeah,
You know what's
exactly.
crazy?
It's intense.
You know what's crazy right now is the Vindicator is only $130,
Oh, that's it.
and no one's talking about it.
You just did.
I know.
You're the hype train.
one?
Cheat, cheat.
You mean that? You mean that there? With the Kenny 25 on top?
Tim's got one right
Dude,
there.
I've got the
Vindicators were
matching.
210, 230, 250 if you got good cereals on it.
This
Yada
is
yada yada.
this is the special edition one.
Yep.
Copper
nice.
Cerakoted, and I have the matching Kennedy 25 RDA for it as well.
I don't have any of that shit.
Right here.
Yeah,
I got a
only-
whack ass mech that I never use.
Yeah, the only mech that I have is this the Reborn. I had to ask.
Yeah. I don't even
That
have
looks
any.
nice.
I mean, I don't even have any stack tubes.
I just like
available or
consistent
anything,
battery
you know.
life.
No,
We've gone over
nothing.
this.
We don't have any mechs. No mechs around
That's
here.
cool looking. That's a cool color, man.
Well, this is an Evoke 2
Oh,
detonator
that's sweet
style dual parallel.
Yeah,
I love
detonator style
parallel.
is nice because it's ambidextrous. I'm
Yeah,
left-handed, so
I'm a sucker for thumb guys, and this is a nightmare
Yeah.
25.
See, I got to finish putting it together
sweet
because
looking.
Addy
That
has
finish
my
is
original.
Nice.
That's a dual parallel mech.
It's like a manly Tiffany blue.
Well,
That thing is beautiful still.
Yeah, I have
that
the
mod.
Squid Industries detonator. That's a cool mod.
My setup's boring.
there you go,
It's just
Sifu.
boring as fuck.
Yo, I have a
works.
boring ass setup.
1 of
right
10.
here,
Exactly.
too.
1
Today
of
it's
10.
It lights up. It lights up.
Is that a Ronin?
Got colors. You have colors too,
This
or,
one?
Adam.
Yeah, that one. That's a Ronin.
Yours has RGB,
No,
doesn't
this,
it?
no, this is a AV Able. It's a distress
this
flag
guy.
Able.
Oh, okay.
Thought it did.
It's a 1 of 10.
No, the other this thing does. Has a
That,
fucking
that
strip
is
on it.
still that
That
is
is
still
modest.
one of my favorite mechs. So
The
this
clutch.
thing
yeah, I
hits
fucking love the
so
clutch.
well. And the damn size on it is it's misleading on camera how tiny this thing is.
It is. It's
Oh,
small.
so you have the single battery?
I have the
Yeah.
clutch too. I have a clutch. I have a topside SQ as well.
And we have like
I'm
AVs up the
so-
yin yang everywhere around here. Comp life.
I can't wait to get my
No,
Tree of
look at
Life
that shit.
box mod.
The only other mech that I have
Oh,
is this
yeah.
this Titan 1 of 1. So whenever he was doing the V3, he was
Nice.
testing Cerakote versus anodized, so he did a little run of Cerakote, and this is one of those. So it's like a
Nice.
desert tan. It's he's signed.
That's a weird one for me.
You know what? That reminds me.
Vapors clouds.
Cool. Seafood, that reminds me of the Tree of Life box mod. Looks just like them.
It's just a MyTech switch with a
Yeah.
MOSFET and
Oh,
just
you
dual
guys,
Guys, we
parallel.
have not had a visit from our friend.
Dual parallel.
This
Yeah,
episode
yeah.
yet.
This is the Squonk there. The
Creeping
Asper Squonk
in.
has the MOSFET like safety switch thing in it. Otherwise, basic mechanical. It's the one Meter has.
I don't know why this makes me laugh, but it does.
And then there's my favorite Squonks are these, the Steam Rabbits.
Rabbits. Yeah,
I have
rabbits.
a black one and a black and a red one. These ones here, still pretty solid, but problem is that single battery
That
18650
recurve,
just
man.
that 18650 gets really.
Yeah, you
You know,
don't.
I
go
get
far with
sick of
that.
changing them all the time now.
Yeah.
Recurve Squonk, man. That thing. I
Yeah, that's
fucking
a
love that
banger.
mod.
Like when Steve Rabbit was hot, dude, I was lusting over the octopus mods. You guys have seen those? The little
Yep.
the squonkers, a little, basically like that, but it was just octopus themed. I had lusted over those for so long. I never got one though. Never got one.
I have a
Well, if
few
you're gonna
snow
go-
cap mods.
You gonna go Squonk though? I guess still gotta get the bottle. But there's 18650. You don't get any smaller than this one I made. That's as small as you get.
Yeah, but the problem with 18650, like you say, you're changing the battery every 15 minutes.
I put a
This is
single
a
coil on it. Put a
21.7.
single coil on it. You'd be okay.
Yeah, you get an
20.
hour out of it.
Is that
Yeah.
the snow cap, Daniel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's snow cap.
21.7. And
Yeah.
the Tree of Life mod I'm getting is pretty small too. I don't think it'll be as small as this,
That's the
but it
21700
will definitely
version.
be better, sturdier,
Yep.
which I'm excited. And I don't have to clean anymore.
Is it
And it's gonna be.
the one you're getting? Is it metal or plastic?
I don't know. I
don't know.
spent. I got the. I just told. I don't know.
'Cause
I
if it
don't
is
know.
plastic, just be careful when you're putting your addy on. Don't over
I told
tighten
him.
addy.
I told
I
him
like
I
this
love
one.
snow cap. It's absolutely my favorite. But I'm tired of breaking them, and I want some that I don't have to worry about breaking for a long, long time. And he said, "I got you." And
This,
so I'm
uh,
assuming, yeah, it's
Gotcha.
it's
This
metal.
one of my Tree of Life mods, but I over tightened the addy, and it screwed up the 510 connection big time. So I have to figure out a way to fix that.
Hmm.
It won't take me long though once I get around to it.
Is,
Cracker open.
is it broken at the top or just the 510 itself screwed up?
No, somehow
push
it
down and
unscrewed
stuck.
inside and then stripped the screw. So I got to
Just replace it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You can get them online. It's easy.
This is one of my. People make fun of me for liking this mod, but the Minikin 3S.
Oh no, I like
Oh
it.
man, I
I
love
think I
my
have
Minikin
one of those
too.
somewhere.
Black
Thumbfire.
and white is fucking sweet.
Thumbfire.
That's what I had. I had a
Yeah.
Minikin too that was that color. So
I
Dude,
miss
I-
Thumbfire.
Hence that.
Yeah, dude, I love. I'm a lefty, so I love.
Same
That's
here.
why I like. That's why I like the Harpy so much. So the Harpy has the button opposite side, so it's so you're not having to like paddle it like this. It's on the opposite side. It's real comfortable.
Yeah, I hit my pulse weird. Like I hit it with the finger here because
Yeah,
the
when I had
airflow's
billet-
here, and if I hit it like this, I'm covering the airflow.
Yep. Yeah, you gotta hit it the other way.
So I have to like
that's
grip
how I
it a
did my
certain
billets.
way. I'm
So
almost
like
smoking like a big cigarette.
So like the Orca like it's like that, but it's all open on the fronts and the sides, so it's not a problem covering it.
Nice. Yeah, I like Androgynous mods are always nice.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
It's ribbed.
I've been scouring the used market for one. Is like a Loch Ness Envy, like a dual parallel, and it had the button like a detonator button up top right here, and I can't find them.
You know who's got a beautiful mech mod? Birdman. He's got a dead man's hand. Just detonate.
Oh yeah, that
switch.
is gorgeous. Yeah, it
Oh,
is.
is that ever gorgeous?
But those are all series though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what he's. Well, I think you know what. I think it might convert to parallel. I think you can convert it to series or parallel, if I'm not mistaken.
because those are absolutely drop dead gorgeous.
Yeah,
They're not
I can't
made
do
anymore,
series anymore.
and they're stupid expensive if you want to get one.
Yeah,
I like the way I vape. I'm happy with it.
yeah. I don't have much gear in the gear that I have. I'm like super happy with. So
Yeah, I have like 5 RDAs that I really, really use. 3 that I like are regular rotation, maybe if that. 2 RTAs, 2 pulses, 1 little pod system. That's it.
I think this.
I mean,
is
I
my
have a bunch of
This is my
mods.
most expensive.
I have one mod that never leaves the house. It's the red and black version of this Stormtrooper one from Smoke. Even though it was $20, I just really like it, and I don't want it to get scratched and dropped like this one. Even though this one has taken several 6 to 10 foot drops onto hard ass concrete in the back of the Dollar Tree, and still fires up. Still works every time. So, yeah, for a $25 mod, can't beat that.
No, you can't. Honestly, you can't.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever spent more than $40 on a mod.
oh,
I never leave the house with a mech. All my mechs stay at home.
Yeah, maybe once or twice.
That's like a
left of the
$500
mech, and I've
stack.
also brought,
$500
a
stack,
bullet
$100 IDA
full
on
of,
that.
like batteries with me because I was afraid I was gonna run out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is unnecessary.
yeah. I don't want to say. I don't want to
Don't
say
want
what
thing
I spent
blowing
on
up.
some mods. That Evoke was expensive, and then there was shipping from the Philippines.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, and then that Harpy. Yeah. Yeah.
All right though. Do you enjoy using it?
Oh,
Yeah, that's what matters.
oh, that's the yeah. No,
Yep.
that's the thing. It's like I said, I
All
don't
that
have much.
matters.
I don't have much gear, so the things that I have are the things that I want, and that's just. And one of my favorites though is this was a gift from Jeremy V. It's a little Pico.
Is that like
fuck
the
yeah,
one,
Pico.
the similar to the one Nick got?
Yeah, like
That
well,
he
we
already
got-
has separation on it. He's got separation issues going on.
Yeah. Well, he sent me 2. I bought one. He
Ooh.
sent me one, so I got a purple one, and then I have this green one.
That green is fucking sexy.
And is
that's
that's
nice.
actually stabwood, right?
Yeah, he makes the sleeves for
That's
it.
really nice.
At a cloud comp, it sucked. I won a brass able one night for
Ooh.
their giveaways, and then I won an iStick 100 watt that had a custom wood finish done on it. It was a really expensive mod, and I put it down for a second.
Oh,
There were so many people
Oh,
there.
God.
Somebody jacked it.
No.
Oh God, I would be so pissed off.
I was.
I'd close the
There were so
exit
many
doors and
people
pull a
there.
carry.
Empty
There
your
was, like-
fucking pockets, assholes.
Dave, there was like
Yeah.
there was like 400 or 500 people in this like medium-sized vape shop.
You gotta be a fucking douchebag extraordinaire.
And
to
you know
do
what I
something.
said? You know what I said? I won a bunch of shit that night. I'm like, they must need it more than I do or something.
You're
No,
a
they
good
didn't.
man because I kill everyone there.
Yeah,
I won
I was
a-
pissed. I was pissed, but
What
it's
is it
life.
called? The truck,
Such is life.
the one that had the little ladies on it. Who made that? Was it Comp Life or was one of those? Might have been. It was one of those ones. Had the truck or trucker or something like that.
Purge.
Mod. Purge. Yeah, I won one of them in a waffle. But the night I won it, somebody else there at the shop, their mod shit the bed. Their mech shit the bed, and I gave them.
You
basically
donated.
what I paid it. Yeah, what I paid for
nice.
the waffle. I kind of wish I had it though, because that was like a special edition one. So kind of like I wanted it, but it's like, I don't need it.
And then that asshole probably sold it for crack.
Probably, yeah. Don't say that, because what if he did? And I find out, then I'll be crying.
Yeah, you have a fuckload of
Thing is, you
boxer
didn't
mods,
have
Mowgli.
batteries for
Holy
it at the
shit.
time, and he
Yeah.
did,
I have one, and then the girl has the single
Oh, you got
21
me.
700 DNA 100 C boxer, and I have the 21 700 DNA 60 side by side.
Yeah, my two DNAs
I've
are
never owned a
my
DNA
paranormal-
or a Yeehee device.
my paranormal and my H cigar.
Never.
I've owned
Yeah,
like 20.
you know what, Adam?
DNAs.
Don't waste your money.
Oh, I love DNA.
I like the
DNA
idea
is
of
the
being
most
able to like
consistent
play with
chips.
the interface and shit and customizing on a DNA, but that's it really. It's
not
a
worth the
novelty
money.
to me.
Like, I don't
It's
know if
not
it'll
worth
show
it,
up,
right?
but like you can put your
Dude,
stormtrooper on it. Yeah, dead stormtrooper. Yeah.
I have a picture of one of my cats on one of mine, and that's about it's just it's a gimmick. It's kind of gimmicky, you know,
I like a DNA.
because you know what?
Rick and Morty get
look
Rick
at-
and Morty get Swifty.
He's got the Voorhees thing on this one.
Yeah,
That's where I got the mod from, Voorhees.
I actually have the
Got the Voorhees layout on there.
I like a DNA. And one of my favorite mods of all time was the V Boy, and it had a Yeehee chip in it, and I broke 2 of those. Like,
Oh, really, Mowgli?
yeah.
I wanted a Vamo 3 so bad. 2013.
and I've got the I
Hey,
downloaded and
guys,
saved
I gotta get going.
Yep.
So
See you, Sifu.
Good night, Chief.
Thank you
thanks
for this.
joining us, Sifu.
I love you
Easy,
guys
man.
so much. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks for
Love you,
joining.
Sifu.
You guys have a
Have a
good
good
night.
night,
one.
man.
It's great seeing you, Sifu. You got us talking about mechs and stuff mods now.
You had a focus, Tim.
I'm out of focus. Yeah, I got the
Your camera was like, nah.
there we go.
Didn't
So
even
the
see
bunny death awaits you.
There you go.
We got I've got Mark Kloss, Mark's, what do you call it? The profile for the DNA.
Diplopha?
Yeah. I got that from Modi. Modi gave me that.
What I wish I did, instead of buying 3 Guar 21s, I should have bought 10.
I know, these are freaking a good mod, man.
They're amazing. Amazing. The best mod I've ever bought, hands down.
You put it with a single battery, and I swear I change the batteries in this every 3-4 days, and I vape on this nonstop.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. You take the batteries out, you can rinse this thing in the sink. I wouldn't, but you could.
Yeah.
That's why I like my Aegis.
I have a bunch of them too.
Oh, that sucks.
Max
Mostly.
or whatever, the 21 single 21 700 one. You just run it right underwater. Like, I've jumped in a pool with it in my pocket before and
Well,
gotten
it's like
out.
these, that's why I
And
still love the OG
literally
Legends.
let my RDA air out, rewicked it and everything, and the mod was perfect.
They're great. They're great, but you know what? They're battery hogs, I find. Anyways.
These ones are. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
the original ones, right?
Yeah.
The Aegis
The,
Legend.
the
battery
single
hog.
Yeah.
21 700
This has got the
one
same
is too, man.
chipset. This is just isn't waterproof or anything. The Nova 2s. Same chipset as the Aegis Legend. And I got this, like, I paid like less than $20 for it. I had to get the free shipping. I had to up something, and this was on it. I was like, okay. And I got in. It's so much uglier in person than it is even here. God, that's such an ugly mod. But whatever.
Who cares?
It works.
Work. That's all that matters.
Yep.
And for the time period, it's about perfect to put the moonshot on because that's the right time period. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Lost Vape, yep. I like the Lost Vapes the best. My paranormal, I love my paranormal. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, I have the DNA for limits, and it's nice. I don't use it a lot. 'Cause I don't want to ruin it. But
My
it's
annoyance with DNA chips is exactly what I just dealt with. That sleep mode thing. It drives me nuts. You actually have to work your way out of it instead of just be able to pick it up and hit it after a little while. And there's no way to shut it off completely. You can delay it and change the time, but you can't get rid of it. Yeah. Thank you, Eddie, for all the links. click on some of those links
yeah.
and check your CASA too, and check and see if your
Drinks.
state's doing something. Vermont has got a flavor ban in effect. There's a few other states with flavor bans in effect that are on their way through. We need to keep on top of it and do what you can, because we are still slowly but surely getting bans passed without anybody even noticing.
I gotta say this, most people won't agree with me, but at least in Canada, protests do fuck all. The government doesn't give a shit about what you say.
Well, they don't really matter.
They don't give a
Anywhere.
shit. They'll just do whatever they do, and tough luck.
Yeah,
They'll lie to your face. Well, Tim, you know that.
yeah,
You're
but
a
I've also
politician, lied right to your face.
they have, but they've also stopped 3 flavor bans in 2
Oy.
states. So, and I know that is a big part of why they didn't go through being there. If you're not there and you should have no opposition, it just goes through. They don't care.
A lot
If
of
at
them
least if
don't
someone's
care
saying,
because they're
if
getting
you,
paid to not care.
but other ones, some of them will listen. Even if one stirs the pot just a little bit,
Yeah.
sometimes they go,
Yeah,
"That's not
maybe.
worth passing." Whatever. But if you don't say anything, you have no chance of stopping it.
Well, up here, I spoke with the local minister of parliament, and she lied right to my face. She went to Ottawa and fucked every vapor in Canada. So
When I went to the New Hampshire hearing there and spoke that one time, and I only got to speak because I had an M-Turk bottle, and they wanted to see the label, and they let me speak at a closed hearing.
Yeah.
And by the end of that hearing, they were putting someone on the committee. They'd offered it to me, but I didn't live in the state. By the end of that hearing, so you do make a difference sometimes. If you don't try, wouldn't have happened if I hadn't went.
see here, you don't have that option. Once they're elected, they do whatever the fuck they want, and it's too bad. It's unfortunate. And this business of the big nicotine excise tax up here, the only thing that's designed to do is destroy vaping.
And I was talking to Addie about this before. It won't be too much longer, and they're going to try and get everybody together again and have another advocacy session on the channel with everybody, get them and see what we can try and plan on doing. Some things work, some things don't. Try a new game plan of attack. Yeah, we do our typical Twitter fights and fights on there, but that only works if they're on Twitter. And a lot of these politicians that are been in there for like 40 years, they don't even get on Twitter. What's Twitter? Yeah. Conway Twitter? Yeah, that's it.
I've tried every social media message system to contact my elected representatives. They don't even answer. So what's the point?
I had to get off Twitter before I went to prison for saying some of the shit that I wanted to say to somebody.
Yeah, that's what I stopped too, because I was and you really have to be careful. If you say something like someone should put a fucking bullet in your head, then there'll be a knock on your door 10 minutes later.
Exactly.
So, with the Vermont,
that's why I am not on there.
That Vermont bill that I had helped stop by being there every week, because they would have had those. Remember, I told you about those kids. Those kids would have showed up on the news. Those minority kids. They tried to. If I wasn't there and they knew I could cross question them, they would have happened. That would have pushed it through probably. But that didn't happen because that. And then the next time the bill came up, I actually got a phone call and an email to be a part of the phone thing during COVID. So I was a part of it, and that was because of before, and I didn't expect that to happen. One of the representatives that was there from before reached out to me to see if I wanted to be a part of the committee to talk. Well, not so much committee, but be a part of the hearings. I got invited to the online phone hearings, on the phone hearings instead. So you can make a difference, and if you don't try, that wouldn't have happened if I hadn't tried.
Friction!
So you got it, and it's hard not to get frustrated because a lot won't listen. But all it takes is one listen that can help.
Where the hell's the recipe, Daniel, son?
I don't know. I'm not going to let you know until I test it.
Yeah, Daniel. Yeah,
you know it's going to be good.
Well, yeah, it's my recipe.
Which means it's going to be semi-decent.
You broke Daniel. Good job, Bob.
Not the first time.
Nah, I got fuzz on me. Yeah, I love when you first shake it.
Yeah. All the bubbles. Yep.
All the bubbles and
the warping at first.
Nice and clear.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I need to change that.
Yeah, Tim, that I made that cranberry watermelon soda. It came out really good.
You know, and I'm gonna try it without sweetener.
I want some of Adam's like creamsicle popsicle thing, watermelon thing. I want one of them right now. I'm craving that so bad now. Thank you, Adam.
I bought
try that.
those
Chicago.
strawberry crunch ice cream bars today. The ones that are like
I might
the
have
strawberry
to.
shortcake or whatever. They have like the
Yep.
crunchiness on the
Yep.
outside,
Those are
and the
delicious.
strawberry and vanilla in the center. Oh,
That's what the who was it that had strawberry crunch? Beard? Was it Beard?
Bitch.
Had strawberry crunch flavoring. That was really good. That's the one that had the spitback problem when we had the
Taylor House.
Taylor House actually had it, and they had the spitback issue with the Nick Salt version, and that's why she won't do strawberry anymore hardly.
No.
I don't. I'm not a fan of strawberry.
Oh, was that the
I
beer?
don't do strawberry in
No, it was
vapes.
the Naked that had the spit back.
Oh,
Just
okay.
that everything tastes artificial strawberry to me, and I just don't like that flavor in drinks and candy and.
I love a good strawberry.
See, baked strawberry doesn't do that for me. Glazed strawberry doesn't do that for me.
Yeah, but most of them, 98% of them are that. Even the natural ones, they still have that kind of vibe to them.
Everyone, taste is subjective. Everyone different.
See, I think that's
Exactly.
the same problem I have with the strawberry being an ADV for me, is because same thing. It kind of like overdid strawberries a lot when I had commercial vapes, like the mango situation.
Dude, every fucking company, they'd release five different recipes, like 5 different liquids with their line, and I guarantee you, every single one released a strawberry and fucking cream variation.
That was like the go-to.
It was literally every fucking line. Some lines had like 2, 3 strawberry and cream recipes. It's like, what the fuck, dude? Enough of this bullshit. Do you have anything semi decent? I said I did like the one that was strawberry and cream that had a coconut in the background blended in with the cream. That, I think it was King's Crest or something had that. And that one was good. But there was one that was the only one that I was semi doable.
See, that might work mostly for me because I love the pineapple enough that they could pull it through the strawberry. But strawberry just
I gotta order that
overdid it.
Yumberry. I gotta order that Real Flavors Yumberry Mowgli. I'll do that next time I grab it from DIY e-juice. I think I have Flavor West Yumberry, but I need Real Flavors.
For me, the one thing that does still get me is strawberry cheesecake. I still like.
I think Flavor West in this regard. I know Real Flavors is good in another regard, but I think Flavor West is the better of the two.
But Folk Art used Yumberry, and it's a necessary flavoring in that Psycho V2 recipe.
Well, whatever Yumberry is, it's so good.
It's like a booster to berries.
I was getting back into
Booster.
strawberries really good, and then we started doing strawberry episodes and strawberry releases. And
all right, motherfucker, you want me to say it this way, Tim? It's a booster for berries and straw, whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, because they're not berries.
Straw
remember,
fruits.
strawberries
Straw
are not a
fruit.
berry. Yep, straw fruit.
Oh God, here we
Them
go.
I must work
Here we
well
go.
with fucking pumpkins too, huh?
I don't know.
Here we go.
Don't forget
Yumberry
don't forget to
pumpkin
pick
pie.
up your pumpkin berry at VSO. It's the most authentic pumpkin berry.
Yeah.
Stop, my balls and brain hurt already.
Don't stop there.
And don't forget
Start
your
with
banana.
cotton.
And don't forget your banana raw berry.
How the fuck do I search this stupid ass website now? Who the fuck is search?
As sad as it is, I'm not even wrong. That's messed
Fuck,
up.
where the flavors recipes?
God.
Browse recipes.
Thank you,
Okay,
hippie,
holy
so
shit.
much for that.
Good God,
Total mind-
fucking donkey nuts.
What, ATF?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking you have to do like 8 steps to be able to fucking search for a recipe.
Yeah, it's gonna take some getting used to, and they probably gotta work out some kinks.
Oh my God.
Changing over a site like that's already in existence is a nightmare. Didn't we
Holy
see that with
fuck.
ELR? What was going
Yeah,
on?
look how well it worked for ELR.
There's folk arts recipe that
We still have messed up recipes if the pre went that whole thing started that are messed up. We go back and note and look for an older recipe on a recipe week, and we look at something pre that whole mess of the database. We don't know for sure if it's the right recipe.
Literally have everything else, but
Platinum blush.
Bullish
this
moth.
is Psycho V2. It's Cap Golden Pineapple at 4, Cap Sugar Cookie at 1.1, TFA Meringue at 3.2, Cap Inaware Shisha Strawberry at 1.5, Super Sweet 0.75, Real Flavors Yumberry Super Concentrate at 0.15, FA Custard Premium at 1.1, and Wonder Flavor Strawberry Gummy Candy at 3.2.
Someone say shisha?
Yeah, shisha strawberry.
In here.
Shisha.
Who's this mixer? They must be good.
Yeah, they have shisha strawberry. I mean,
Folk
who doesn't use shisha strawberry? Honestly,
Yeah, I used it in my my
who
mix
that likes strawberries doesn't use shisha
for
strawberry?
Paul. I used
Crazy
it in my
people.
mix for Paul.
What'd you say, Adam?
Crazy people.
That's I'm thinking crazy people. Shisha strawberry is still a solid strawberry.
And that's the one I did there for that cranberry watermelon. I gotta change something because I don't like this being right here. Fucking Sam's trying to infiltrate my recipes, and it's bullshit. Fuck you, Sam. Leave me alone. Yeah. Some WWS 23 and Polar Blast, doing that good stuff. Cranberry cocktail, crisp citrus soda, and double watermelon. Double watermelon
Which
might
one?
stand
Which one?
pulled down a tiny touch, but
Which double watermelon? SSA or Cap?
SSA.
SSA.
You don't see my screen?
It's tiny.
No. No, I don't
better?
see anything, buddy.
I do. Cranberry
your-
watermelon soda by Bob Ohms Too Low. Cooling agent WS23 cranberry VSR cranberry cocktail. Y'all are high.
Blind
That
ass
double
motherfuckers.
watermelon SSA. It to me, it's a lot like Cap, just stronger.
It might. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple days, but it is really good off the shake. The watermelon might need to drop down just a touch to like 0.8, but it is really good. Exactly how
It
is.
is.
Here.
The
And
SSA
it tastes like
version.
a beverage.
The SSA
That's why I love
version.
this crisp citrus soda. You could literally throw it into any fucking drink you want, and it just helps sell that beverage vibe.
The
That
SSA
with
can be a
cranberry
bully.
cocktail is just working beautifully. Yeah, it can be, but it's nice. You get cranberry with watermelon right behind it, and it finishes with like a beverage.
Yummy.
It looks good.
Sounds good to me.
Freaking love cranberry. That cranberry is my favorite.
Yeah, dude, I got it in the other day. Thanks to Rocky.
Favorite
and
cranberry juice,
somebody
I should
else.
say.
Yeah, thanks to Rocky and whoever else donated for the noted giveaway. And I haven't used it yet, so that's why tonight I wanted to mix something up. And it was funny because Sifu was here, and I said, maybe try VSOs with that, and then crisp citrus soda. And he's like, I did a cranberry soda, and it's got those 3 things in it. Like,
Yep.
Guess I'm on the right path then. You really can't go wrong with those flavorings, though. But yeah, I'm really liking that cranberry so far.
Yeah, well, that cocktail's definitely got the juice vibe, like a juice.
I want to do a cran lemonade too next. Cranberry lemonade, because I drink those. The ocean spray.
I think I'm gonna do a cran apple.
I drink the
Yummy.
ocean spray, cran watermelon, cran tropical, and cran lemonade, and they're all really good.
I'm scared to make a lemonade; it'll
either.
rip my throat out.
Cran apple sounds good.
Get pink lemonade, Dave.
Like
I
I
have
said,
a grim
we
green
need
throat, though.
Yeah,
Get
mint lemonade is
Flavora,
pretty
get
smooth.
Flavora pink lemonade, Dave.
I think I have
Yeah,
it.
it's smooth.
yeah,
Use that.
Yeah,
Use that.
The least throaty of them all for sure.
And it works really well with anything red.
It's not using Flavora's lemonade.
Yeah, it's its own thing.
It's its own thing, but I really enjoy it. I just bought a 120 of it.
And it's got this generic red fruit vibe, like berry vibe.
And you can push it in many different ways too. That's what I really like about it.
I imagine that would go really good with the cranberry, actually.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You said who's pink lemonade?
Flavora. The new one.
It's the new one that just came out recently.
I have Flavor West.
Yeah, get Flavoras when you can. Next time you do an order that they have it there, pick up.
Dave's like, thanks for adding to my list.
I'm telling you, you will. That's a lemonade you'll really enjoy.
You should see the size of my card at DIY juice. Mental.
I love that fucking shop,
I think
Dave.
I don't see Swaggy's still here,
place.
but I think he said Cranberry Extreme is going to be a thing soon. Now that would work for me.
For the holidays.
Oh, God.
For the holidays.
Yeah.
He said.
I cannot
So
wait.
around November. October, November, probably until that.
Because there's a lot of cranberry desserts you could really.
Because he's got to work on Blue Raz and Wintergreen Extreme for me. So. Man, fuck you, eat shit and fuck yourself. That'll get more use than fuck cranberry
wait a minute.
Extreme.
Okay, blue
chicken fucker.
Wintergreen Extreme. Now that makes a lot of sense. It actually sounds like a type of like icebreaker or something. Wintergreen Extreme.
Yeah. Dude, I'd live in that fucking bottle.
So
a little igloo right around it.
Holidays. Okay, it's not so.
See,
not soon enough. Not soon enough. No.
I'm trying to be the voice of reason for a fucking change, and
you can't do that, Bob. It throws the whole dynamic off.
You know what? Somebody's got to be an adult here, Tim. Okay. Fuck.
I don't remember seeing this memo.
Oh.
See.
All right, we're further in. We're
no, we were talking about being adults. I'm the one who's playing a video game, and I just
Yeah.
got shot in the face.
Exactly what I was thinking, Adam. Exactly what I was thinking. Adam's playing a video game. He's adulting better than the rest of us.
Hey, time management, bro.
Yeah.
Time management.
I'm just waiting for Daniel to finish up this recipe to see if it's any good.
Last night I beat the fourth divine beast in Breath of the Wild.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
So all I have left to do is storm fucking Ganon's castle, but that's like
let's go, Daniel.
A whole thing in it.
I think Daniel passed out.
I haven't started Tears of the Kingdom yet, but I have it on my computer.
Well, Daniel's starting over. He dumped it out and decided it was terrible, so now he's switching.
You can smash your.
You can do it at You can play it at 60 frames per second on PC. So.
He doesn't look
for it?
super
Fuck
impressed.
Good luck using it in the emulator.
No, it works.
All right, good luck.
I've played it already.
I've heard.
Oh, that's awesome,
Bad
Addy.
things happen if you don't have a licensed copy of it on the emulator.
They do not.
Addy, that food.
One guy on YouTube was saying.
Yeah, that's what they're supposed to say.
I'm going from prime rib.
You know what? If Swaggy comes out with a horseradish. Okay. I think you could almost pull it off with his beef to make that wreck-it beef thing. I think you could almost pull it off. Oh, God, that would be delicious.
Don't worry, Chad. I'll save you from this horseradish discussion. This is what I mixed. It's okay. I was expecting a lot more grape, but I'm not getting the amount of grape I want. I initially put 3 and 3 for the grapes, and it's just not enough, which I'm assuming will be better with the steep. But I did a double apple cap at 3.25, dragon fruit TPA at 3, which I think I might need to raise, grape juice TPA at 3, which I wanted lower, grape apple at 1.5, I wanted lower.
Grape apple?
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry, green apple.
I was like, what?
Grape. Well, I mean, that's.
Told you it's purple. Told you it's purple. Told you it's purple.
And then ultimate grape at 4, ultimate lemon at 1.25.
You don't think that lemon's gonna take over?
No, I can't even. I don't even notice it.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty much what I'm getting is the apples, like but the like a grapple, but I want more from the grapes. It's not as angry as I want. It's more I feel like this might be a mixable grape versus like most of them are kind of dominant.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the other ultimates have been pretty dominant at this point. I would expect that to be punchy in
Throw
the
a little
face.
bit of grape raw in there, Dan.
No, that'll just completely
Grape
lopsided.
extreme.
That'll make it completely purple.
What about
It's like 2 drops.
One drop would turn the whole thing purple. I want a grapple though.
what about Chem Nevada grape?
I was thinking that, but
Fuck you, Paul.
I've been on a binge with it, and I'm trying to make stuff that that other people could make and be happy.
Sweet and sour purple drink.
I know the reason why I switched to this is because the smells. I felt
I love
like
grape juice. I do love TFA grape juice. That's a banging flavoring. Very
I
underrated.
just felt like it was gonna pair well with this
Yeah.
together without taking over. I wanted this to be the showcase, and I might honestly do what Dave did and put it to 5.
I'm
But
just
I'm gonna
surprised
wait.
that you're not getting grape takeover with ultimate at 4 compared to the other ultimates. That seems strange.
I mean, I think it's gonna steep in because that tastes.
What do you usually use? What do you usually use FE grape at, Dan?
I don't even know. I don't know. Wait, how do I do it? I go to flavor stash. Dun, 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 dun. Let me click. No, stop. I hate it. That does great.
Yeah, yep.
That little jerk thing.
Yep.
FE. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be on the recent recipes. Yes. So honey grape. I use. See. Look, I use
2%.
extreme. Yeah, 2%. And then sweet and sour apple purple drink. I don't want to see that. I used it at.
I might mix that recipe, Dan.
It is crack. And well, I mean, those flavors are just good. This is good too. 2. So I think I just use it at 2.
Yeah, so that's wild that you said it smells a little more concentrated, right? But you're bumping it up basically twice as much.
And
I
at
know,
4%,
right?
yeah. That's strange.
It sounds, yeah. Could just be whatever reaction is happening in there. Maybe the apples are dulling that flavor down or something.
You have double
I'm gonna
apple in
say
there, right?
I feel like it's gonna grow with the steep, and then on top of that, it could just be a shitty recipe. But on top of that, I feel I don't know. I think it's gonna grow with the steep. We will see. But I also think I should have used gone with my instinct and used sweet and sour instead of TPA.
Grape juice, yeah.
I just
Well, that's a light flavoring too. You could also throw that in, even if it was at 1 or something, just to boost the grape a little bit.
Yeah, the Millen says you use VSO grape.
1 or 2,
because it's purple. You need more purple in your life, so add the VSO grape.
The VSO grape is fucking white, is green grapes. There's
Yeah.
no fucking white grapes. Swaggy's on
The
crack.
raw. The raw.
The raw is purple as fuck, and so is the extreme. We've been battling for. I've been battling. I've been on the front lines like fucking Gandalf up there with none shall pass. Slamming my staff into the ground. But it's fucking purple. Damn right it is.
Careful, you wind up in the hospital.
Yeah, he might have got his, he got his
you're on
foot.
crack. It's
There we
white.
go.
There we
You
go.
don't even mix. You don't like raspberry syrup or mango. Your point's not valid.
Daniel, we'll have to remember to ask about that later after it steeps a little bit, because that's really weird.
Well, I mean, I'll be vaping this regardless for the next week, so.
Yep. I'm sure I'll hear about it anyway.
Unless I mean, it's not terrible. It's just not where I want it to be. Which
you expect it at 4% with an ultimate. You expect to be great.
Yeah, that should be poking its head out.
Well, I mean, with the sweet and sour in here, it's definitely gonna show
Gonna,
up
yeah.
now.
Well, it's
I'm
kind of like
putting
the
it at
ultimate
2.5.
strawberry is not super potent either, but it's actually one you can taste. Almost anybody can taste because it has an aspect of all of them. So
because
it's not like
I've used sweet and sour purple drink before uh
Low
at like
percentages.
1-2% to boost other
Yeah.
grapes, and it works well. Works really
I've
well.
done that. I did that in a couple of my. I did that for blue cactus, I think it was, or purple cactus. One of my recipes.
what's in that steam crave there, Dave, that you've been vaping on?
Mixed pound cakes.
Mixed pound cakes. Just
Yeah,
finishing
and
them up.
this one is an old yellow cake. And I got a fatality with that decadent chocolate cake in it.
Oh, you do have the chocolate cake in one.
That looked really good.
It
The
did.
chocolate cake.
It did.
Now this is a good RTA. The fatality.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, people love those fatalities. UP makes some good stuff. And they're a Canadian company, Dave. You're helping out your home people.
I can see them right from my my home. Problem is I can't buy them in Canada.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Does
That's
not make
fucking-
sense.
That's bullshit.
That's
Go knock on the door and say, "Hey, can
That's
I
typical.
borrow one of these?"
Come and knock on our door.
And then in like a week, like walk in there and be like, "Oh, didn't I owe you some money?" Like,
So, Paul, what notes did you get out of tonight? What notes did you put a
you
significant
way
note?
around that shit.
I don't know. I just
You gonna try this decadent chocolate cake? You gonna try this out or what?
Tell they sell ganja in New York, Dave.
Yeah,
At,
man.
like corner shops and everything.
Come get your ganja. Good times,
Yep.
boy.
They lend it to you and then you pay off your debt.
Pay later, boy. Make sure you come back.
OnlyFans.
Finest greens this
So
side of
not
Kingston.
OnlyFans?
I'm
What?
fucking sniping motherfuckers left and right over here.
It's done, man.
Start calling it for the night here anyway. But
Good
Adam,
sense of smell
First
of
thing I
biting
want-
my roses red ass
Holy
butthole. What?
as much
Oh,
as it's
boy.
gonna mess him up, possibly, I hope it doesn't. I wanted Adam to give updates on what's going on with Eddie and Arsons because there was a few changes here.
That physically hurt to read that, lady.
Oh, no,
I'm
our
sorry.
show that's coming up just got rescheduled. That's all because they want to promote it more because lineup changes. But I don't have a definitive date, or even if that's necessarily 100% true yet. So
But you do have a date on the 9th. 9th, you said?
that's a private party, though.
Oh, so you don't have.
we got
okay.
we got hired to play because somebody saw us at a show, liked us. They just gave me a weird loadout too for no reason. Don't know why. Yeah. So that's coming up. Still working on the album. Still writing songs. Just came up with another one that I wrote a demo, like recorded a whole demo for. It's like a whole song. So it just needs the right words.
Bob's been helping us out on Noted for the last couple watermelon episodes. He's going to help us out with the new melon episode that's been coming up. I don't know if we
think
nailed
we've
down the
watched them
exact
already.
date yet.
I was
Yeah,
about to talk. I was about to talk up Meter Made Melon so much. Honestly, all those
Yep.
good flavorings yesterday. My two highest rated ones were Flavora Wild Melon and Meter Made Melon.
Flavor Wild Melon
Those
is
were the
a
only two
delicious.
10 out of
You
10.
can single flavor that thing. It's
Oh yeah,
delicious.
yeah. I know that flavoring is really, really good.
Yep.
But I've never single flavor tested it. I've used it in a ton of mixes with my own and other people's, and I love it. But I never single flavor tested it, and it really shows just how damn good that. Yeah, you could vape
How
that
well
flavor
balanced
at
it
3%.
is.
At 3%, just put that in a bottle. Fuck, you don't even need sweetener. It just that flavor pops and everything's great.
For the Noted episode of Sweetener, Chiba and Emily added to the Sweetener Wild Melon to have the comparison. So it is definitely universal for just being solo. Can we make it to 396, please?
You're running out of flavoring.
Oh, I mean, I got the giant 120 behind me, but as you can probably see, maybe, I don't know, it's an annoying bottle that I got to transfer, and I don't feel like transferring. Oh, no.
Just
Oh,
for a
no.
little tiny bit.
Oh, the recipe's changing, I guess. Now, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. $3.75 compared to $3.96. What's the worst?
And Daniel, what do we got coming up this week?
We got taffies, which is going to be basically vanilla cream the entire time with the fruit.
I will send. I said, Dan, I'll send in our chat. I'll send notes over for Blue Raz Taffy from Nick River, so you guys can go over that. That's an amazing flavoring.
I was going to say, why don't you just join and do 4 weeks in a row?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
I don't think that's ever happened in noted history, so you would be the first.
I could burst cherry. I don't have a ton of taffies. I have a few.
None of us do.
I have a ton.
I have 6.
I've got a few, and so if they make it in
I've
time,
got
I got more.
I've got Flavor West saltwater taffy, Real Flavors taffy, Real Flavors watermelon taffy, Blue Raz taffy, Blue Raz square candy, which is
You're on the
technically a
show.
taffy, and
So
I have
Bob's gonna be joining
strawberry
us on
taffy
Noted.
from
He's got a lot of taffies.
Flavor from Cap.
You gotta have the peanut butter Wonder Flavors
Yeah,
taffy.
Yeah.
I have that too. So I have 7
That's the only
off
one
the
I
top
have.
of my head.
Same.
7.
I don't have that many. I only got 7 off the top of my head.
Oh, that's not a lot.
That's a lot for
Yeah, I
taffies.
didn't-
There aren't
I
that
didn't
many
deep
more.
dive it.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody makes a saltwater taffy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saltwater
Flavor
taffy.
West
LA and
Flavor.
Flavor West both make saltwater
LA
taffy.
does?
I've got
Yeah.
both.
Ah.
and Real Flavors makes a taffy that's fucking incredible.
Lorna's Lorna's homemade taffy, Tim.
Yep. So this is Lorna's. I got it from both.
Real Flavor.
Did you get it from there?
Best
Noms.
taffy.
Yep. I got it's
Oh
Lorna's.
man, you were like, "Ooh, a taffy! That sounds fire!" Oh,
No, that was in the list of the Lorna's. I was like, I'll buy a bunch of these. Are cheap. Let's try these.
Get
Lorna's
the Real Flavors
And-
one, Tim. I'm telling you, it's incredible. It's the best taffy.
Bob
Just
works for
taffy flavor.
DIY Vapor Supply and DIY E-Juice. I'm telling you.
I might.
He
He's
works
a
for
shill.
them.
Telling you.
Then we got the Polish Mafia up here above too. So.
There's some really they have some fucking
don't know,
really
man.
underrated flavors.
Innerwear's website only has 10 milliliters right now, so me and them are not on good speaking terms.
oh shit!
Has anyone
Only-
theory crafted a low percentage mix for Saturday?
Nope, not
I
yet.
have one already. The
I have a couple.
0.25 blueberry from medicine
I know what I'm
flower,
gonna do, though.
0.25 lemon from medicine flower. Done. I could be like Tim and not even mix this week.
I've been vaping mine all night. What are you talking about?
Right.
I'm the one who didn't mix shit.
One you
Just
made
theory
like
crafted.
3 weeks ago, and you're like, yeah, this recipe right here.
Also, I
Strawberry
made
and
3
cookie
recipes.
parfait. Strawberry and cookie
I
parfait.
made 3
now.
recipes for
I can't even
Saturday,
see
and then
that.
I couldn't be on Saturday.
Bullshit.
Yeah, I did not
didn't read
show-
the label. You didn't show it. No.
Strawberry.
Anyways, I made
and
those 3
cookie
recipes public from Saturday. so-
Parfait.
I could slap a fucking strawberry and cookie parfait sticker on an old bottle too, Tim.
I'm too lazy to put it on an old bottle.
Probably a fucking banana cream caramel babe again.
It's eye drops. It's
It's,
Visine.
it's orange cream. I got it. It's orange cream. I got from Duchess.
Visine.
Yeah, you
He doesn't
fucking.
even put the stickers
Dutch
on his
is wearing
bottles.
off
I
on
have
you.
to.
I didn't even put the sticker on the bottle. She did after I made it.
Yay, I'm done.
Bob, what are you
What
playing
makes this
this week, by the way?
tax
And Adam, are you going to be
Steve-O,
doing any?
I'd say that's low.
Adam, are you going to be doing
What
any
happened?
live streaming?
Games? Probably not. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe.
I'll be streaming tomorrow and Thursday.
Late Friday night.
because I was busy on Monday, so I didn't get to stream.
Yeah, Steve-O.
And I'm gonna be busy Friday, so tomorrow and Thursday I'll be streaming COD
Say
and
5
Red
or
Dead,
lower is
Red Dead
low.
Redemption 2, and then Diablo comes out next week, I think.
Got him.
I get it on the 2nd. I think it comes out the 6th,
You dead?
but I get it 4 days
Yeah.
early because I pre-ordered it. So Diablo 4 starts soon as well. I'm so looking forward to that, dude. Diablo games are fucking amazing.
Yeah, those are great games.
I'm so excited.
Yep.
I played both betas for Diablo 4 and
Friction's
great.
like, yeah, Diablo 4, yeah.
Adam,
There it goes.
so good.
I think
Friction.
Eddie's
We'll
playing
have to-
Diablo right now.
Friction,
The new one.
we'll have to run some together, man.
Why does that look so separated?
We'll have to run some
Because I
together,
lightly
buddy.
shook it.
Let me know.
That's what happens when you add bass.
Yep.
Tim.
Yeah, my base does my
Oh,
base.
flashed me.
When I first mix my base like this and put it in here, it looks like that.
Team
It's,
asshole.
No, but
takes-
this is a recipe, so it's just
Yep.
mixing. It's got lines right now.
Yep. But it's got the.
So
It looks
good.
like
Try the,
it looks
uh,
like carbonated like goo, don't it? The way the bubbles are in it.
Is that the
Yeah.
one that you're trying with the purple drink, Dan?
Well, I can try that now.
Yeah, let me know how that worked out.
I still gotta add nicotine.
Purple drink. Nicotine.
Yeah, Diablo 1 can literally run on a fucking toaster.
Wait, of
Yep.
course.
It's like Doom, how that those
Hey,
people
Yeah, they
got
run on
an
You
original.
everything.
You know how much
They got
time
it running on a pregnancy test, dude. You can
Yeah, I've
play
seen
Doom
that.
on a fucking pregnancy test. Like, what the fuck?
I'm not even kidding. Diablo 1, I logged so many hours into that game over the years.
Those games are so much fun, dude. Those dungeon crawlers where you get like fucking 1,000 people on the screen.
And then you grind to level up your
fucking
character
dick.
so that you could get to the
And
next area. You had to keep going back over the old areas over and
Yeah,
over
let's
and
go.
over
I
again.
can't
to
and
find out.
then you once you beat the game, there's so much replayability because you're always trying to make your character better and get those
Yep.
new items. And then they have the in-game stores where you can literally you find something super rare and you don't need it, you could sell it for real money on there.
Bob.
And it doesn't get like,
Bob.
it's a really good fucking thing. What's up?
What do we got going on
Pal.
here, Daniel?
This is the recipe where I
Ooh.
used
Tea.
it. So I was doing weird stuff when I was on the episode for Cactus
Yeah.
for Noted.
Yep.
So you can try this pretty much at any kind of weird percentages you want, but this is the best deal. That's why it's very weird for me. But hibiscus at cap hibiscus 1.25. This is the weird one. Inaware cactus 1.75, which is ridiculously high for a lot of people.
I've used Inaware Cactus at 2.
I've used that at 3. I love it, but it's definitely for specific people.
I love that flavoring.
And then 1.25 is all I used, and then blue raz is the blue. But I used the sweet and sour just to give it a little bit more, not even purple, blue, just to give it more blue.
Yeah, because it adds
Help
that
with that.
darkness to it. And it'll
Yeah,
go
the
well,
color.
especially with Flavora, because Flavora's blue raz is like a darker syrup blue raz.
This is the hidden gem. It gives it the syrupiness and
Yeah.
like the earthiness. It's really unique recipe.
I've used Fresh 03 on an old developed show. Used Cap Hibiscus with Cap Sweet Candy, along with Cap Super Sweet in a recipe for a slushy to add the slushiness to a recipe. And it worked so well for that.
This is the one I'm about to try. I'll let you know about the grape in a second, but I'm curious to see how this one goes anyways. But I just wanted a bunch of pineapple and throw some strawberries because I won't taste it. But fresh pineapple Capella because I haven't used it. 3.
Yep.
Papaya Natural Flavor West at 2 because I always use Wonder Flavors. Obviously, the God Inawera at 2.5. I like this. And then Thai SSA 1.75. But I really like this layer or this like base or whatever for my mute palette. But Strawberry Mountain Forest at 3 and Ultimate at 4.
The strawberry
2.
nobody can fucking get.
Yeah, as I say, strawberry I couldn't even get. Yep.
But I mean, you can get it now.
I'm trying to
sure.
mix a recipe that, people can make, but I'm going to use this one fucking ingredient that you literally have to be like a fucking
you don't even
88
know.
degree Freemason to be able to purchase and figure
This is
out
the-
this.
Danielle has
8-year-old
so many of these
treasure
recipes
mystery.
that have like at least one ingredient that nobody on earth has.
Yep.
That
Fucking pop.
That's how you know that way you guys can
Pawpaw.
never know if I'm a bad
And I was like, what the fuck is Pawpaw?
recipe guy. Okay, maybe it's not. You little whiny baby.
I have pawpaw in a way.
Vividly in stock here.
Probably fucking out of stock. You're going to click it and it's going to be like, nope, go fuck yourself. No, not today. Rocky's goons are going to pop up. Finger wag.
No, it's there. Of course, now it's there, and I just ordered and I didn't order it.
But I mean,
Why?
look at that. Look at that. Look
Yeah.
at that. Yeah. a lot. But the combination of those two at 2 and 3 or 3 and 4 is really good. And this is the best flavor ever because no one here can vouch that it can't be. So
Good idea, Cass. Good idea. I don't think he'll burn those, so finally
Lady,
get a
li-
good meal,
Yeah,
edible meal.
Lady Liberty, please.
Finally get an edible meal, Tim. Praise the Lord.
Cassie.
A woman's
All right,
place
all
is
right.
in the kitchen.
So I definitely have to get going, or I'm not going to get any food tonight by the sounds of things. So, yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Sifu, wherever you are. If you catch the end of this,
You're gonna
it's
get
great
food.
seeing
You're
you.
having Fruit Loops. I don't want to cook.
no, that was a nice surprise.
It was.
Deep
It was
fried
nice.
Fruit Loops.
No, maybe we can get the guys on here if they with the schedule change. It sounds like we might be able to see Clown once in a while too. So hopefully we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
And don't
Good,
forget, Mr. Intense is in the
His-
chat.
His coil is in here. Clown's MTL coil is in here. Got it rolling right now. Kind of fucked it up on the install, but there she is.
Yep, I've got some of
No,
those.
It's kind of a little fucked up, but MTL, man, the fucking condensed chamber kills your cotton. Doesn't matter what kind of fucking sweetener you use, just gets screwed.
Balls.
Thank you, Addie, for that. Yeah, 988. If you're going through something and you can't get a hold of anyone else, yeah, obviously I have my Discord. There's other Discords available that you can talk to people in.
I'm up late as shit always, so you can always reach out to me late.
Me too lately.
Yeah, everybody have a great week. This weekend is percentages, high and low percentage mixes. The weird one's going to be mixing high. I haven't mixed it yet, but it's going to...
Oh my god. I'll take care of that. Don't worry.
Wrong kind of high, Adam, but I like where
I
you're
did
thinking.
that
I like where your
today.
mind's going.
High
Did that
percentage
tonight.
and high as fuck. I do both all the time.
Did that tonight, and
I have
both
some
my
thought-
recipes came out really good.
I have some thought processes on
We
doing
gotta do
some
it
of
more often.
like I'm talking pushing past the 20% threshold on these. And then which is the typical old
Use
threshold.
TFA sweet tea.
Yeah,
There's
TFA
10%.
TFA, it's like anything TFA is almost there, you know.
Just use TFA sweet tea. 10%. You need that anyway. So
All right,
We're
before
gonna-
you click that off
Open the
button,
fucking door, you
Yep.
idiot.
Let's see how this tastes. Is that the one you just mixed?
much better. There we
Oh.
go.
the grape.
So I think you got to use it 5 plus.
So I gotta come push you over out of your chair.
That sucks.
I got a single flavor test. This is why I usually.
That's the ultimate grape?
Yeah. I think TPA is the complete wrong, and it's just sweetened VG in this recipe. So I'm gonna do it again once I vape through the steep because I want to see how it changes, and I might just do 4% of ultimate grape and then 3 to 5% of sweet and sour and call it a day, which is initially what I was gonna do, but then I was like, TPA juice. Let me put that in.
Yeah, it sounds
But
good.
yeah, it tastes better now. It's got I definitely taste the sweet and sour.
It's a damn good flavoring. It's a great flavoring to use
And a
for a
one
top
shot.
note. You can use it as a one shot, and it's also great at being a booster
Yeah,
for
an
other
additive.
shit too.
It's a really good additive.
There. I
Mhm.
know where he is.
Yeah, it's a
Blue
really
and purple.
well-rounded flavoring because of that. You can use it in so many different ways, and it works
Oh,
well. in all of them.
What?
And don't be afraid. It also boosts
Interesting,
blue
Kerplop.
as well.
Yeah, I've used that flavoring up to like 8% and been
Oh,
happy.
yeah. You can do
Oh,
10.
you fucking.
I don't
Probably
recommend it.
could.
It maxes out around 6.
6.
I
yeah,
feel like.
I've used
like-
it at 8, and I didn't get any off notes. Nothing.
No, but it plateaus at around 7, at least for me.
Like Swaggy's
I've
flavors.
Over here, he's shooting at.
Yeah, we got tomorrow. I'm
particular
gonna be on the
week, so-
UKE Liquid Mixing Show at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then tomorrow night, Adam and I will be on with TJ and Meter on Golf T Vapes channel, having a little fun mixing over
The
there.
fogey fucking fairway.
Yep. And having some fun over there and some shenanigans and some mixing.
Oh god.
If you like to hear a lot of swearing, that's the place to go. Usually happens. So, all right, you guys have a great night. Listen to the little Eddie and Arson's on the way out, and
You, TJ.
yeah, and Bob, Q Bob.
Drink some
Sayonara,
water.
cha cha cha. Hasta la night night.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Adios
love.
and fuck off.
Duchess, not that fucking traffic cone again. Pull that out of your asshole.
Last night